Today, we are rating custom Magic the Gathering cards. And apparently, in the multiverse, there are cigarettes. People love their tobacco. 500 cigarettes. Don't smoke these all at once. It's a 2-mana artifact. When this artifact enters, you draw a card and you lose 1 life. Actually, very flavorful, especially in the flavor of what was it, menthol? Okay, 5 mana, tap, create a token that's a copy of this artifact. This ability costs 1 less to activate. For each artifact you control, name 500 cigarettes. You know, that actually doesn't make any sense. It should come into play. Do you know what? I think this is a flavor fail. Oh, is this a reference to a Star Trek meme? Oh, okay. I guess I'm not in the know. Otherwise, I think it should come into play with, say, 500 cigarette counters, and you got to pay 5. You remove the cigarette counters, and you draw a card, and you lose 1 life for each cigarette counter. It's a Star Trek meme. I'm gonna have to look at it after the show, I suppose. Now the question is it broken? It's basically, so it's a 2-mana ETB draw card. We have 1 million of those. Ichor Wellspring, anyone? And at 5 mana, we get to create a token that's a copy of this artifact, but it costs 1 less to activate. For each artifact you control, name 500 cigarettes. So so this is gonna go bonkers actually. In the end, once you have 5 out, they just chain react to each other. You tap it, you make a new 500 cigarettes immediately. Oh no, you can't go infinite because you only have so much life, but it's gonna be worth it one way or another. And if you can gain life off of the ETBs, then you're really going to be in you're going to be on your smoke break for a very long time. Or more so, a clip from the show, a pair of aliens get addicted to smoking. That's hilarious. Everyone gets addicted to smoke. That's how you defeat another civilization. Get them on that tobacco, and then the wacky tobacco. They'll never kill us. They'll need it for forever. Why does smoking cigarettes give you knowledge? It can boost your... I don't know how to put it. I've never smoked before, but it gives you a buzz. It gives you focus. There's a lot of chess players that love to smoke because it did give them that advantage, although they understood that, the overall negative health benefits. I do not suggest anyone smoke for any reason whatsoever. Don't get on that nicotine. All right, 500 cigarettes. I think this is actually pretty broken. A smidge too strong, in my opinion. Yeah, it should take... Well, it does take life away slowly. 1 life at a time. Every single time you make a copy, 1 life at a time. Then you can you use as much as you want. The Epstein list. Okay, we have a 2-mana legendary artifact. Yeah, it's legendary. The Epstein list enters the battlefield tapped with a stun counter. Tap, exile all legendary creatures. What the hell? Remember, it's a legendary list. We haven't seen it before. People have talked about it. They've heard of the damn thing. Now, how good is this card by itself? I actually think this is a banger card. Name aside, I mean, you've got basically a 2-mana artifact that is a delay. It's like a Nivinral's Disc for... It's like a bad Nivinral's Disc in some cases, but for all legendary creatures. Yeah, flavor. It is a banger on flavor. Takes all the legends away. Apparently, there are some very specific people on that list. Does not exile itself. Well, why would it exile itself? It's not like it go. Oh, that's a good question. Oh, that's actually a really good point. So, flavor aside, it does not exile itself, and then exile all legend. It should be all legendary. Oh, no, but it specifically, probably should say, exile the Epstein list, exile all legendary creatures. Because otherwise, this is like, you just exile the legendary creatures over and over again. It's basically Caracas 2.0. So, you know what? I think that's a really good point. Probably is a smidge too strong. Honestly, probably this card is fine. Like, one-on-one Magic, no one's gonna care. And you know what? There's a lot of artifact destruction out there. Like, Boseiju is main decked in every single green deck possible. So, I can get behind this. And it's only the legendary creatures. It's not it's not other legendary permanents or planeswalkers or anything like that. It's funny, the creatures get exiled, but the planeswalkers, They're invincible somehow. With the bingo card today, same as every other day. It's we got all this. So if you can figure out, whoops, this way. If you can figure out which of these cards nails on the bingo card, you let me know. And maybe we can get some bingos. Remember, for every bingo, we look at a freebie from the community. The community. Elixir, the first super chat. Remember, if you want to be part of the show, you have to be part of my Discord, where all the cool people hang out. And then you donate. You have to post a card, give it a name. Here, Elixir named the card. Sorry, not named the card. Named the post Blightning Channeler. Donated. Told me Blightning Channeler. Look, I'm looking it up. And now we get to discuss Elixir's card. 2 mana for a 3/1 elemental. Sacrifice Blightning Channeler. Target player discards 2 cards. Activate only as a sorcery. Sacrifice. This is an absolute beating. This is an absolute beating. Is this him? So it's a Mind Rot at 2 mana. 2 mana Mind Rot. Is that okay? I want to say no. Could it be worse? And it's a creature on top of that. Seems like a real. No, it's real, as in it's real serious. It's gonna. I think it would definitely see play. Now, one thing that makes this card better than, say, Blightning or Mind Rot in the past is that this is a creature. So a big problem with hand discard is later on in the game, it's useless. Like, it's just, you know, like, your opponent's empty-handed. You draw Mind Rot. It does nothing. Wrench Mind does exist. Oh, that's discard 2 cards unless you discard an artifact. So there's a little bit of a clause on this one. So this is the thing. So again, even with Wrench Mind, for example, it's not a creature. So late in the game, those cards are usually terrible. This is a 3/1 body on top of this. You do have the mixed mana. Is that even a big deal in 2025? Like, Wooburg is almost the default color pie of anyone's deck. And the discard is sorcery speed, so you can't react to removal. No, but you'll have priority immediately. So what happens is Blightning Channeler resolves. And, like, if you're going to discard their hand, you're just going to do it immediately. You're just going to pop this off and, like, you know, goodbye 2 cards from your opponent. It's strong. It's probably okay, but it would see tournament play for sure. Probably is crappy in Commander, given the fact that you have like 3 opponents, so using just one of them is awful. Gerard's Verdict does 2 discard for 2. But again, not a creature. This is This is probably the strongest of all those effects. Back to the freebie section. Break the limit with the speed limit. This is a 2 mana instant. Target creature gains +10/+0 until end of turn. And at the beginning of your end step, sacrifice this creature. Basically, this is an infect player's wet dream. Oh, that last card is definitely modern viable, 100%. This is an infect player's wet dream. Will it make infect playable? And remember, you can actually go into black into infect. A lot of people think that infect is just green or blue. No, they're in the Sultai colors. Why wouldn't black poison and infect people? No, you know what? You know who'd abuse this the most? It would be the Rakdos prowess players for sure. I mean, if we already hate cards like, what's it called? Well, okay, the big difference between Monstrous Rage and, say, Temur Battle Rage and this is that it doesn't give the creature trample. So you can just chump block this thing. It should be sorcery, too powerful as a removal and pump. Now remember, it doesn't give trample. That's a big deal. It's a super huge deal. If this was a popular card in the metagame, you know you can just chump block the creature, they go break the limit, and then you're going to lose you lose your creature for sure, but they're going to lose break the limit and the creature because it gains the clause at the beginning of your end step. You got to sack the creature. Oxygen. So it's just cast it after blockers then. You have a good point. You have a very good point. Well, I mean, I'm betting everyone will always block the stuff. So I guess the way you win with this card is you have to go wide with enough creatures that your opponent can't block. They have no choice. So you just like you gotta sacrifice some things on the left side of the board so the right side of the board gets through for an entire 10 damage. Okay, this is probably stupid. This is probably a card like this is not gonna be fun to play against. No one's gonna be happy. Yeah, Bandit Keith is like, go wide. The squirrels are back, baby. They're also in black. No is keeping you from casting 2 of these on the same creature. Flavor Fail, you can do anything as long as you don't go to the end step first. I suppose so. Okay, you can do anything once. Go for it. All right, we got Super Chats. Let's take a look at Little MX Doom. Deltarune spoilers. That's okay. It's been out for forever, unless there's a sequel already. That's right, there's 3 of me. I don't know what that means. Okay, Deltarune spoilers. You would be pretty cool. We get some Deltarune magic cards. What do you mean by that's right? There's 3 of me. I don't get it. Okay, so we have a 4 mana 4. Oh, hold on. There's a few of them. Hold on. Deltarune spoilers. Okay, this one. This is the one you wanted. You had a few. You had a few. I realize you have another super chat with Deltarune spoilers. They weren't unique enough. Okay, but that's okay. We figured it out. Trio of Mikes. This is a 5 mana sorcery. Create a 2/2 black performer creature token named Mike. A 3/1 black cat creature token named Mike. Oh, they're the 3 Mikes, right? And a 1/3 black ranger creature token named Mike. Then secretly choose a creature named Mike. I have a feeling this breaks the rules of the game. I think it breaks the rules of the game. Thank you so much, Jess. I appreciate it. Because I don't think can there be separate creatures on the battlefield with the same name? Maybe. Like maybe I didn't think about it. Like there are like merfolk tokens. No, but tokens don't have a name. Usually they don't. Or maybe I should say maybe they do have a name, but when cards have to name something, it's usually a card, not a token, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, chat wants to see themselves on TV. Why not? I get to see myself on TV all the time. You guys can see yourself on TV all the time. Okay, then. Okay, for 2 mana, pay 2 life, exile this card from your graveyard. Put 3 +1/+1 counters and a lifelink counter on the creature you choose. It becomes legendary. Frankly, I think this is a fine card. So long as you can name 3 different tokens, Mike, it's all okay with me. In response, I tragic slip. How's that for a mic drop? Whoa! What a burn! You can move the price to rules at the top. I don't want it to be in my... People can read this. Look, they're not blind. Can I move the chat up? No, I can't control chat. Chat's just doing its thing. You can all read. It's like Killer Among... Yeah, it's like a Killer Among Us. Okay, next up, freebie section. Opening of the black egg. Does anyone eat black eggs? Looks super rotten to me, so I don't even touch it. This is a double black sorcery. As an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice 3 non-token creatures. Search your library for a creature card, put it onto the battlefield with a finality counter, then shuffle. So we have to sacrifice 3 this is what a tribute this is. This is a super Yu-Gi-Oh card. Search your library for a creature card, put onto the battlefield with a finality counter. I can't remember what finality is. It's like the finality. You get to attack with it once or something? Is it a Hollow Knight reference? The Sentry Egg, that's right. That's what I was thinking of. Sad Cyclops, I just came here to say goodnight. Well, good night over to you, Sad Cyclops. I'm watching a lot of your streams afterwards because of the time zone. I like the freebie section the most. Freebie section, well, it's an acquired taste on both sides. If it leaves the field, it gets exiled. Ah, that's right. It's like there's some weird catch to a finality counter. Okay, you get to tutor and play, and you got to sacrifice good stuff. Therefore, this is good. It's very fair. I think it's fair. Usually when people sack stuff, it's always tokens, because that's just the easiest thing to get rid of. And you can make more of them. Will Anderson, thank you very much for your super chat. The Haven Rending Wrath. Or sorry, heaven rending. Heaven, haven, whatever. This is a 3-mana Mardu card, sorcery. Destroy target creature. If a giant is put into the graveyard this way, exile that graveyard and draw 2 cards. I don't know how many giants you're gonna kill. Like, how many giants, even playable giants, are there in the game to destroy? Bone Crusher giant? Like, that's the only thing I'm thinking of. That and changelings. Insert random person that always plays changelings. Then, if a god an opponent controls is put into a graveyard this way, you win the game. Unbelievable. That's a good one. It's actually really good. That actually just might be outright punishing. There's quite a few gods in the game. People love playing with gods. And it would be so rude. The fleshes have been reached. You're right. Oh, is that a bingo? Is that a bingo thing? Ooh, fleshes have been reached thing. This isn't even an AI stream, technically. Is there a fleshes have been reached? No, I don't see it here. The fleshes, they might have been reached, but it's not. There's no bingo card for it. Aren't most gods indestructible? That's a good question. How do we kill a god? So you effectively need to remove their abilities while they're a creature and then destroy it. That's a good question. How to kill it? So maybe this is fair. Yeah, a lot of the gods are indestructible. Most of them. Most of them aren't even a creature. Morophon is a giant. Yeah, Morophon is also... Oh yeah, double. Morophons get screwed both ways. Yeah, what does even matter for the changelings? If you're a changeling deck, this just kills changeling decks. The stock value of changelings are collapsing. Dominic says Darksteel Mutation. Oh, yeah, maybe. Okay, I guess this is probably not fun to play against. That's all I'm gonna say. No one wants to be so punished to play their god. But at the same time, I don't think this immediately kills any god because they're indestructible. So you basically have to figure out how to make the god vulnerable, human enough so it can be killed. And then I guess achievement unlocked. Freebie section. Orderly ultimatum. 7 white mana sorcery. If you did not shuffle your deck this game, you win the game. Honestly, I think this is a bit broken. I guess it has Coalition Victory vibes. How expensive is Coalition Victory? Was that 7 mana or 8 mana? This is not that hard. This is not that hard to pull off at all. It might be fair. So it's very easy to build a deck that doesn't shuffle whatsoever. In fact, a lot of people are even going in that direction just so that they don't have a commander deck that is a complete pain to shuffle over and over again. Even as a competitive player that loves shuffling, I really don't like shuffling a 99 card deck. It's a bit cumbersome and frustrating. So, like, it pains me to put fetch lands into my own deck. I do what I gotta do. Does mulliganing count? If you did not shuffle your deck this game, that's a good question. That is such an absolute banger question that came out of Pedgeman. If we mulligan and we do shuffle the game, does that count? When does the game be? Oh, you know what? I think the game begins when you keep your hands, because that's when you choose cards for like leyline, like leyline of this, leyline of that. But I'm not 100% sure. If you do shuffle this card, because what does the leyline say? Let's go to Leyline World. Let's go to Leyline of the Void. Leyline of the Void will tell us everything we need to know. If it's in your opening hand, you may begin the game with it on the battlefield. You begin the game. It feels like this is the beginning of the game. Pre-game actions include mulling again. Those are pre-game. They specifically say pre-game. Pre-game is pre-game. This is in-game. If you do not shuffle your deck this game, which means the here and now, the now, not before. Nima, saying we're discussing the rules. You're absolutely right. We're discussing the rules. That's worth being on the bingo card. Where do we discuss the rules here? I can't find a damn wordy card, custom card. I can't read. Discussing the rules. Oops. Good enough. Yeah, I'm also on my side. I'm not a judge though. I'm not even level 2 quality. I'm better than a level 1 though. I will bet on myself day and night over a level 1 judge. This and Charizard. Anyway, okay, hold on. What is Coalition Victory? Because I would say this and Coalition Victory have the same vibes. You just this one you're just ramping to 7 white mana, which in my opinion is a disadvantage overall. Like you're probably mono white. I don't see you playing two or more colors. I guess you could play 2 or more colors. It's just very unlikely. Okay, I think this is a very unique card. And I'm going to say it passes, but I'm not 100% sure. You can't tutor for this card? That's right, you can't. You could... Okay, I'll tell you what you can do, though. We can surveil. We can scry. We can... Those are basically... There's another one. Is it... Connive? We can connive. We can loot. So we can find this card. It can be done, but it can't be searched for. We can explore. We can draw cards. We could draw cards one turn after another. We should make wishes work in our format. Oh my god. Well, yeah, I mean, you can rule 0 anything. Yeah, a wish would work for here for sure. Remember, not everyone plays Commander. Some people are playing formats where you can use the wish cards. Okay, this is okay. You know what? This card vibes with everyone. It's Zyber's big time. Orderly Ultimatum. Not all that out of order. Okay, let's get super chat from Magostera. Hope things are well, Nikachu. First of the 2 cards for me, the Dark Eater Midir. What the hell is a Dark Eater? Does he eat dark matter? This is a 6 mana 8/8 Elder Dragon. It's a flyer. Whenever another black creature dies, put X -1/-1 counters on your Dark Eater Meteor, where X is that creature's mana value. So it just becomes a giant chonker. No, it gets smaller. It's shrinking. Whenever Dark Eater Meteor attacks, remove all -1/-1 counters on it. Each opponent loses life equal to the number of counters removed this way. So first off, I think this is just perfectly fair. I think most of the time you're just playing this as a vanilla creature. It's a weird downside because what if you don't play another creature? You know, what if like the only black creature in your deck is this guy? Then like all of this stuff just doesn't matter, period. Dragon sees another dragon. When a dragon player sees the other dragon player at the table, it's like, yeah, we're best friends. Did you see the new preview for the Dragon Eater Midir? Yes, I loved it. It's going straight in my Jund deck. Oh, your opponent's black creatures count. I missed that. Crap. Yeah, whenever another black creature dies, doesn't have to be your creature. So we just don't want to kill their creatures. I mean, if we're up against a sack deck, you know what? So be it. This is super fair. It's so fair it hurts. Dragons are very territorial, and players are the same way. The dragon players are gonna be just as territorial. Don't touch my stuff. Don't touch my treasure. This is my treasure. Where did the treasure come from? They steal it? They obviously didn't work for it. Or probably not. They could do a lot of work, but I just don't see the dragon players doing it. Okay, next up we got Explosive Barrel. I don't know what game this is from. Maybe it's not even from a game. 2 mana, it's a 0/1 barrel. It's an artifact creature. I don't know why the barrel is sentient. It should just be an artifact. And it's basic. A defender, this creature can't block. When this creature dies, it deals 3 damage to each opponent. Then destroy all other permanents named Explosive Barrel. Oh yeah, I love it. I mean, do you know what? I love this thing. I love this great flavor. I don't know why it's a creature though. It should just be a regular barrel. Makes no sense to me. It's a huge flavor fail. This poor creature. It's not even a living thing. It can't, like, get up and block for somebody. Imagine attacking someone and a barrel starts coming your way to block. I know, basic creature. I would not be surprised if a little bit of AI helped design this card, hence the wonkiness. It's a creature in order to let damage kill, to let it explode. No, but like it could still be a situation where if this permanent were to be destroyed, destroy all other permanents named Explosive Barrel, like same way. I mean, obviously it's a lot harder. You could even make it an equipment. No, does that make sense? You could make it a... I was about to say you make it a battle. No. Oh, no, you may... Anyway, I don't know. I don't know how to make this work. I understand it like works for the game. Works horribly for flavor. That just makes no damn sense at all. Bold of you to assume I would have surprised. I have a backlog of cards from months ago we haven't seen yet. Oh, I think that was in reference to someone else. Okay, moving on. We got another super chat. We got super chats from everybody today. A lot of them. The damn draws with the Wrathful Phoenix. Very fiery. Okay, this is a 3-mana 3/2 bird, flying, undying. Whenever Wrathful Phoenix enters or deals damage to a player, you may put an ignite counter on target non-land permanent. Permanents take damage equal to the number of ignite counters on them at the end of each damage step. That's fascinating, actually. This is basically I'm on fire. I wonder. It's gotta be. I was just trying to think, like, it should be a non-blue creature. What if it's like a watery creature? It should be non-island walk. If you're underwater, I don't see how you're on fire. That makes no damn sense. Whatever. There's a lot of flavor situations that make no sense in Magic the Gathering. So we can live with this one. An underwater Leviathan can have a ignite counter on it. The real Maxim, this is not a no card yet show. Although, if you can be around when we start giving away freebies, we can look up some of your cards. A bit too early for that though. It's very pay to win at the moment. Can't be a phoenix if it can't recur itself. It has undying. Undying. It dies. It gets to come back once. That's about it. It's Phoenix magic or something that, let's say, it's magic in general. Anything is possible. The laws of physics don't really make any sense in the world of magic, of course. Does nothing to non-creature enchantments and artifacts. You may put an ignite counter on target non-land permanent. Perms take damage. Oh yeah, we put on the damn artifact. Yeah, we could put on an artifact, I suppose. Yeah, that's funny. And it will just do. Well, it'll do nothing. That's fine. All right, it's a card. It's a fascinating card. It's interesting, stronger numbers. Freebie section. We got the early end. Oh no! Aw. It's a Phyrexian mana. I don't even know what the card does. I'm labeling it broken. Instant. Destroy target creature with haste. You know, there's a side of me that says, you know what, we should allow this. I hate haste creatures. You know, it should be like destroy target creature that was played on turn 1. That would be fascinating, because then the card would be worthless later. Bye-bye Ragavan, only when it has dash. If they play Ragavan turn 1, no dash, does nothing. It's literally nothing. How many creatures can this kill? You can kill anything that was... There's a land that exerts and gives haste to a creature. So, like, that's possible to kill. It actually kills a lot less creatures than you would think. Not to mention, let's not forget, like, do I want to be paying Phyrexian mana versus the deck with haste creatures? Like, that's a little numbo. You know, it can backfire. That's all I'm saying. You know, I felt the burn. I play with Dismember, and I don't like how much damage I take off of that damn card. Suddenly, every side deck is putting this in. Yes, it's possible. Well, maybe. I can't even think of a million cards I would play this. Could kill the Swift Spear. I like that idea. Do you know what? I'm all for it. Let's kill this. Let's kill the Swift Spear. Get her out of here. I would pay 2 life to kill a Swift Spear. So would I. So what else is there? Oh, Slick Shot Show Off. Yeah, it'd be a really good anti-red card. In fact, you could be tapped out, and that'll make them paranoid, right? Like, okay, this player's tapped out. They probably have early end. Do I pump up my creatures? Do I go all in? Because if they do, then you're like early end them to death. Their end came too early. Can't kill Emrakul out of Through the Breach, unfortunately. Yeah, protection from instants. Protection from a lot of stuff. This plus Concordant Crossroads. Oh, you give all. Oh, does Concordant Crossroads give every creature haste? I didn't notice that. I thought it was just your creatures. What a combo. Okay. In retrospect, this card's awesome. We all love it. Okay, you heard the music. You know what that means. It means we got to thank our sponsors today, FusionGamingOnline.com. My favorite place to get Magic the Gathering cards and accessories. Deal of the week, 15% off all sleeves. You're going to need that discount. If you play a lot of decks, you got to sleeve them up. You need to be protected, all right? Don't go out with protection. Sleeve your cards today at FusionGamingOnline.com. Don't forget to also pre-order at the Edge. You want to get to the Edge. Before you get to the Edge, don't go off just yet. Pre-order your cards with the Edge. Sorry, pre-order your cards from Edge of Eternities at FusionGamingOnline.com. Don't forget to use coupon. Oh, I have coupon codes too. Coupon code Nikachu at checkout to save yourself 5% off all your purchases, and it supports the channel. And before you go to the Edge, you might want to rent those cards with Mana Traders, the premier place to rent Magic cards on Magic Online, my favorite digital platform, because I can play Pauper, Modern, Legacy. I can play as many decks as I want. You can play Commander, and you get to play all decks when you're renting with Mana Traders. You can support the channel using my Mana Traders link in the description below, or save 40% cash back on your 3rd month subscription using coupon code Nikachu_AJH. And back to Reddit. Okay, we've got super chats. There's slivers in the arts. Oh yeah, you're right. And a dragon. Oh no, the slivers are eating the dragon though. It's like a slivery card. Okay, next. We're going to. What do we got here? Okay, Pegman, you got your card. Nothing. Steve Cooper's like, nothing for me today. Dono for Pegman and a dono for chat. Okay, so we'll do your dono to chat at the end of the show, but we'll give Pegman's card to now. And I believe that is a dono to Pegman on the bingo card. Pegman, Lord of the Custom Cards. You got it. Come on, Pegman. Cough it up. Cough it up. What do you want? What are we looking up today? Actually, tell you what. While we wait for your card, we'll look at another card. We'll look at the big, beautiful bill. I didn't know it was so. I didn't know people kept up with politics in the custom card channel. We have a 4 mana. No, I got, for the 5 mana super chats, I rotate between all of you, because then otherwise it's like a $10 super chat. If you spend $10 at once, I look at both of them cards at the same time. You spend $5, you're going to wait in line like everyone else. Okay, we have the Statue of Liberty is an absolute ruins. Okay, 4 mana. It's a Kindred enchantment. It's a demon. What? Okay, when the big beautiful bill enters, create 2 3/1 white soldier soldier tokens with first strike. Whenever a human or soldier dies, its controller creates a blood token. Non-white creatures get -1/-1 and are no longer human. I don't even know if this makes a whole lot of sense flavor-wise, but let's take a look at the card on its merits. It's 4 mana for 2 3/1 creatures. when one of them, it's not even if these soldiers die, it's any human or soldier dies, you get blood tokens, which let you loot, and then non-white creatures get -1/-1 and are no longer human. I think this card's pretty damn strong. It's very, 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 very strong. The card is, I mean, like, it shrinks all your opponent's cards. You get 2 creatures, and all your creatures have a looting effect on top of it. But outside of that, very ugly flavor. Very ugly flavor. Brandon is just like, yeah, this all checks out. Okay, next up. Okay, Pedgeman, save us. Where's your free card? Where is Pedgeman here? I thought Pedgeman was here earlier. Or maybe Pedgeman's just not here. We have to wait for him later. Okay, I'm gonna donate to Pedgeman later, because Pedgeman's just not here at the moment. So moving on, we will take a look at Trent Sims. Today's theme is Mortal Kombat. Oh, I should get some Mortal Kombat sound effects. Finish him! And Shang Tsung. I was a huge fan of the original movie. The second movie just sucked. It was so bad beyond belief. I was a pretty big fan of Mortal Kombat when I was a kid, too. Okay, we have a 4-mana instant. Choose one. Fatality. Exile target creature. Brutality. Oh, so finish him is like a command. Sort of? No, maybe not. It's just choose one, not choose two. Okay, so Fatality, exile target creature. Brutality, destroy target artifact or enchantment. Its controller loses 3 life. And Friendship, which is a Mortal Kombat 3 thing. You and target opponent each draw 2 cards and gain 4 life. So 4 mana, remove a creature. 4 mana, get rid of an artifact. Oh, it's like a bolt plus removal. Which in Orzhov is totally fine. Then Friendship, you and target opponent each draw. It's a very unusual card to see from Mortal Kombat. I guess that makes sense. To me, Fatality, Brutality, it's basic. It should be like Fatality, exile target creature. Brutality, destroy target creature. You know, we didn't destroy any artifacts or enchantments in the game. No bestiality. Oh god, was it really worded that way? I can't remember. When you word it like that, it sounds very wrong, Brandon Hall. It's very, very wrong. I went to the toilet. Okay, I'll get to you. Brutality, rip target card in half. Okay, I'd say the card is fine, but the flavor, I'm not feeling the flavor. The first 2 is fine. The brutality, I don't get it. I'm not feeling it. Because we didn't, there's only like hand-to-hand combat. There's no artifacts in the actual game. Okay, we got Shang Tsung. This is a 3-mana 4/5 legendary human warlock. Lifelink. Dark Tribute. As this creature enters, an opponent of your choice may place 2 -1/-1 counters on it. They may? Well, okay, so what's the point? Your soul is mine. Whenever Shang Tsung enters, exile target creature an opponent controls until Shang Tsung leaves the battlefield. If the tribute was paid, Shang Tsung has all activated abilities of creatures exiled with it. Exile has oh, interesting. That's a fascinating idea. So you give the opponent the option to put -1 counters on this. Now, if you do, I get the abilities of the creature I exile. I love that. So that's flavor. Shang Tsung could turn into other characters. Shang Tsung being white. Well, is Orzhov. It's a human. It's like these characters are warriors. I don't think it's that. You don't think it's white? Yeah, yes, it does sound wrong. Maybe I'm not a huge flavor person. Or is it because he's like too evil? Too evil, too dark, too sinister. Probably should be what it should be, mono black or something, or like blue black. He deals with souls a lot. I suppose so. Also runs a tournament. Although I don't remember if there was any entry fee there. Okay, I'm not a huge flavor judge. So I don't know anything about the color pie. I don't know squat about it. All I know about the Orzhov is they like money. They try to cash in. I think Orzhov is very often extremely evil. Look at that. More evil than the evil itself. Anyway, I like the Shang Tsung card. I like how you absorb the abilities of the other cards. Okay, Pedgeman. What was up? You go to the bathroom the moment I get to your card. How could you do that? Okay, your card was Drake, Voyager of Storms. What the hell is this thing? It's like a 2. Oh, you have 1. Okay. I thought it was like 4 cards. It's really just 2 cards. Okay, it's got 2 sides. It's a 4-mana 2/4 human pirate servant, noble phantasm. When this card is on the battlefield, you can cast the copy on the back by discarding a card. Whenever a vehicle or spaceship you control deals combat damage to an opponent, create a treasure token, then surveil 1. Whenever a vehicle or spaceship, oh man, I would hate if they have to word every single card like this for eternity. It's like whenever a vehicle-like thing, vehicle or spaceship does this, you get this effect. And then if we have like in the future, we'll have like vehicles, spaceship, marine vehicle, or marine ship. We'll have flying, something like there, trolley. If you get attacked by a metro boat, well, I mean, a lot of boats are vehicles. Like, what if they keep adding this crap on? And it's like, whenever a vehicle, metro, spaceship, boat, trolley, tram, train, you control deals combat damage to an opponent, create a treasure token, then surveil 1. Yeah, can't wait for the vehicle sulkers. I don't even know what that is. Remember, we are at the edge of eternity. I know. We already have the mecha. Oh, we're talking about the vampires. Anyway, okay. The front side is fine. This actually is quite fun. There's nothing wrong with that. Create treasures at will and surveil at will. It's like a bad. I wouldn't say a bad smuggler's copter. It's a bit different smuggler's copter. You're getting the payoff for it. Okay, the Golden Rudder. This is a 3-mana legendary noble phantasm artifact treasure. It's weird that it's a treasure. So on 5, do we have something 5 words in the type? 5 words. 5 words a name. What are we doing? Oh, 5 card types? No. It's not. What the hell is 5 plus card types? Legendary no, I think even then it's only 4. Okay, tap, sacrifice the Golden Rudder, add 1 mana of any color, then you may cast target vehicle or spaceship from your graveyard. You may tap treasures you control as though they were creatures with power 2 to crew vehicles or station permanents. So basically, this is like the golden key to run anything that will turn on any car, any vehicle whatsoever. Imagine going into a car and then you attach that thing. Does that make any sense? You turn left in my Ferrari and you're like turning this rudder. Anyway, cards work. The cards work. Not OP either. Solvin says Edge of Eternity is already a failed set. They didn't put in a mechanic called Probe. Next time. Don't worry. They'll be around next time. Is this a... Do we have a waifu thing? Do we have a waifu card? Anime card! It's close enough. This is a very anime... Oh, no, this is not an anime. Sorry, this is not an anime card. It's not based on anything. Or is it based on something? Maybe it is based on something. Pedgeman, you be the judge. I'm not as deep into anime as the rest of you. I'm not like a super weeb. I'm like a really... I'm a real like low tier weeb at the time. There is an anime. All right, it's based on an anime card. That's all I needed to hear. It's literally an anime character. You know, I can't tell if you guys are just making this crap up. It all looks fake to me. 4 paths of life. We've got Metaphys Nephthys. This is a tongue twister. Metaphys. I'm just looking this up first. You have so many cards. It's the 5th and 6th card in the post. Thank you. I wouldn't know where to look. It's the 5th. Metaphys and the Ascension. Okay. Thank you so much. You guided the way. And we are there. Okay, we have a 6-mana 6/4. It's a dragon spirit. When it enters, when Metaphys Nephthys enters by an ability of a dragon spirit creature card, you may exile all tapped enchantments and artifacts. What the hell? Dragon spirit creature card? And then when Metaphys Nephthys is exiled during the next upkeep, you can pay 1 and shuffle it from exile into the library. Search your library for a differently named dragon spirit card, add it to your hand, then shuffle. It's fascinating. I don't think it's broken. Well, I don't know what the card is that even combines with this thing. And Bork is like, who out there is tapping their enchantments? Well, if they're an enchantment creature, I'll tap it. Oh, Majra! Majra, the king! The king of custom cards is here. All hail Majra. You remember? Oh, you remember this archetype from Yu-Gi-Oh? Straight out of Yu-Gi-Oh. Do we have a Yu-Gi-Oh thing here? Other card game TCG adaptation. Right over there. Oops, I'm lost. I thought the art looked familiar. How many of you started with Yu-Gi-Oh and they were like, ugh, this game doesn't go longer than 2 turns. I'm gonna switch this to Magic. Switch up to Magic the Gathering. Okay, well, I mean, it actually looks balanced for Magic. If it enters by the ability of a dragon spirit creature card, the hell does that mean? Like, if we tributed it in play, you may exile all tapped enchantments and artifacts. Oh, that was the question about how often do you tap your enchantments. There are, I believe... Well, I mean, there are enchantment creatures. They are real. They exist. I promise. No one's like, did that MTG card say the Epstein list? Oh, yeah, the main channel got outrageously political. There's tons of political cards lately. That wasn't the only card called the Epstein list. That wasn't the only one. That's the second one so far today. We didn't look at that one though. Modern Yu-Gi-Oh is Bascule Solitary, for the most part. Okay, you have a second card. Let's look at Metaphys Ascension, a 2-mana Kindred instant Dragon Spirit. As an additional cost to cast this spell, discard a card, draw a card, then search your library for a Dragon Spirit creature card, exile it, then shuffle. Whenever Metaphys Ascension is exiled, you may pay 1, search your library for a differently named Dragon Spirit card, put it to your hand, then shuffle. Whoa, 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 whoa. That is... Okay, so when we cast a spell, we have to discard a random card. But when we're going to draw a card, then we get to tutor for a dragon card. But then when we tutor, we can pay 1 and search for a differently named dragon card. So we tutor twice? You can only cast Metaphys Ascension or activate one of its abilities once each turn. I got 2 cards off of it. So it's basically 3 mana discard. It's 3 mana tutor. It's just basically a 3 mana tutor thing. Lil MX, dude, I hear ya. I hear ya. Well, to be honest, I don't know how deeply flavorful those cards get until I actually read the damn thing. Custom keyword Noble Phantasm. Also, I don't know if a servant should count as a new creature type. You're talking. Who are you talking to? I don't know what this is about at this point. It exiles the first card. Oh, I thought, okay, sorry. I interpreted as exile this card, Metaphys Ascension. And then whenever Metaphys Ascension is exiled, you pay 1 to then search your library. Like, I just misunderstood how this card worked. That's all. Oh, it's about the bingo? Which, okay, well, then say, you just got to say bingo, this thing for this reason. This seems like it should be red. Maybe? Again, not a color judge over here. Okay, whenever Metaphys Ascension is exiled, hold on, I'm gonna read from the start. Additional cost to cast a spell, discard a card, draw a card, search your library for a Dragon Spirit card, then you exile that card, then shuffle. That's just so weird. Do we search from exile? Then whenever this thing is exiled, you can pay 1. Okay, I get it. So it's 2 mana. It's actually so much worse than I thought. So we're looking for a card. It gets shooed away for forever. And then this card goes to the dumpster. But then we still have to exile this somehow. I just thought, I would just read it as like this card itself is getting exiled. And after it's exiled, you have the option to pay 1. This card's like super fair. I mean, honestly, I think it's bad. I would go as far as to say it's terrible. Bork says, as someone who played Yu-Gi-Oh! And loved this archetype, Azorius is pretty fitting. Very slow, methodical, control-focused strategy. Gotcha. Okay, next up. We go to Raptor with Wings for the Lich King. We got Sindragosa. Sindragosa, Queen of Frostbrood. And you want Helm of Domination. Let's take a look at it. Okay. Okay, this is a super wordy card. I don't have to go very far. We're super wordy. Okay, I gotta lean in. Can I zoom in a little bit? Okay, too close. Little too close. This is a 6 mana for a 5/4 zombie dragon. Flying Wither, hexproof from tapped permanents. Creatures your opponents control enter the battlefield tapped. Whenever you cast Sindragosa, Queen of Frostbrood, tap up to 3 target creatures and put a stun counter on each of them. If Sindragosa escaped, tap up to 3 target lands and put a stun counter on each of them. That's pretty rude. But the escape cost is enormous. It's 8. And you also have to exile 6 other cards from your graveyard, which probably is the easiest part of it. So Flying Wither, hexproof from tap permanents. This is a very custom Magic the Gathering card. It's another It's a Dragon Day today. Okay, hold on. 5+ words in name. No, we did don't know for Pedge Man. Okay, 5+ words in the name though. 100%. Custom keyword Noble Phantasm. Oh, okay, I see. Where's custom keyword? Is this a Warcraft thing? World of Warcraft? Never played. Okay, it's basically sick. It's basically a 6 mana 5/4 Flying Wither hexproof creature. Only hexproof from tapped permanents. So like no, basically hexproof from activated abilities. And then, and it has that Thalia. I shouldn't say it's locked to Thalia, but there's a few of those cards where your opponent's creatures have to enter the battlefield tapped, or else. I actually think this card is okay. I think it's on balance. It probably is a lot stronger when you escape it. Cast tap up to 3 target creatures and put a stun counter on each of them. I think this is okay. I think this, like, as a control player, I'm not a control player, but I think a controller player would like to play this, but there's some vulnerabilities because it's 6 mana. You gotta be careful at 6 mana. I think I could be dead wrong. Oh, we did dono for pet. We haven't got there yet. We're gonna get that dono for chat later. I saved your dono. It's still here. It's still here, Steve Cooper. I kept it warm. To be honest, I don't even remember what Wither does. I'm not a Wither person. Okay, next let's move on to Helm of Domination, a 7-mana black equipment. How many equipment have a color? It is an artifact though. Delve. As long as... Oh, I see. You probably just didn't get the right color scheme, but you... I get it. It should be like a dark artifact or something. Equipment, Delve. As long as Helm of Domination is attached to a creature, it has Indestructible. Fair. Equipped creature is legendary and has Death Touch, Lifelink, and tap for 5 mana. Create a token copy of each creature card exiled with Helm of Domination, except it's a 2/2 black zombie. Black zombie with Decayed. Activate only while Helm of Domination is attached to a creature. I don't like this. How this is so wordy. Create a token that's a copy of each creature card exiled. When did I exile anything? Token copy of each creature card exiled with Helm of Domination, except it's 2/2. Is indestructible. How do we exile anything? It exiles because it delves. Oh, it has delve. That's right. Each creature. Okay. Activate only while Helm of Domination is secured to a creature. Cool. And it's so expensive. It's fair. I don't have to think about it. I think there are cheaper artifacts that duplicate your creatures, right? I'm pretty sure there's slightly cheaper artifacts. Okay, next up. We've got Winter Fox. Been a while, Winter Fox. Thanks for being back. Busy days, no cards for me today. Donos for... Oh, okay, so we'll donate that at the end. At least one should go to Pedgeman. Pedgeman already got one. At least one should go to Pedgeman if he has any. Okay. Looks like Pedgeman got a second one. A lot of love for Pedgeman. Next in line is Majra, the Golden Dawn, and the Wandering Stairway. Those are modifications for the Cleric deck of last year. Let me get this straight. Did you have like a million custom cards and then you just went through your entire library up to a certain point and then you ran out? You know, I always assume you guys are making like custom cards after custom card for years or every single day. Okay, we have a 4-mana legendary kindred artifact god named the Golden Dawn. It's got flash. Creatures you control get +2/+2. When this artifact enters, creatures you control gain hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. So it's basically, okay, we're sort of an expensive, heroic... What is it called? Something heroic. So there's a green card. Heroic something, and then all your stuff is invincible. Whenever one or more cards leave a graveyard, if there are no other cards in that graveyard, draw a card. Okay, so if we exile like the last card of our graveyard, we actually get to cash in on that. I like that. And you can also you can miracle it onto the battlefield. Flash. So geez, this is a huge buff. I'm wondering if like trying to think if this would see competitive play. Yeah, it's heroic intervention and a super anthem at the same time. So much for early... Well, you did get the worm. So the deal is if you don't... Sorry about that, Lil MX. You're going to get... I promise you, we're going to get to your card. I promise. But the point is, early on, I want to share the time and space with everybody. That's why I rotate with everyone who does $5 Super Chats. And then after the sponsor segment, I will prioritize the $10 Super Chats. So they take up more time, but not early. Because otherwise, some people, they take up too much time very early on in the show. And I want to share it with, the freebies in the front section of the show, like in the freebie section, and with other people who are also donating $5 Super Chats. But I promise you, I'll get to more your second card. Tom, this reminds me oddly of a pigeon-themed superhero cartoon I once watched. It's not unusual. What if we destroy this? Then it's a god card for that win. Yeah, this is like, oh yeah, that's right. I guess there can be like god cards that aren't creatures, that aren't indestructible. All right, we've enabled that thing. Is this? I don't think this is fair. This card is insane, but it doesn't at the okay. So, but at the same time, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything. I don't know how to evaluate this type of thing. It's like, it's an Anthem. It protects your creatures, but it's also 4 mana. It's pretty expensive for a creature deck. Also, it's not a creature by itself. And it's only, like, you only get that, like, indestructible and hexproof until end of turn. You're also tapping out big time to give yourself hexproof. This might see competitive play in Delve deck, maybe. Or does it do nothing? It's a bad top deck if you're if the board is empty. Okay, I'm actually gonna lean to say it's fair. It does a lot, but at the same time, in some ways, it does nothing. Okay, we got the Wandering Stairway. It's a gate. This land enters tapped. When this land enters, exile target player's graveyard. When this land enters, okay, so hold on. So what are you telling me? It's a Bajuka Bog by default. Its land enters, return a land you control to its owner's hand. Okay, so it's a Karoo land that's attached to a Bajuka Bog. At the beginning of your upkeep, the player with the most cards in their graveyard gains control of this land. Oh, fascinating. So you actually can lose the damn thing. Super fair. It's actually it probably is a bad card because you don't want it. You'll never want to lose your land. It's like someone self-mills themselves and steals your Wandering Stairway. It's a huge liability. Okay, super fair. Oh, but we're exiling their graveyard. Okay, so in a one-on-one, it's fine. Why is it a gate? Maybe to... it's probably a gate. Well, there are some advantages to gates. There's something called Maze's End that can, like, tutor for gates and bring it into play. There's also Maze's End will win the game if you have... I can't remember. You have a lot of gates in play. No thanks, I'll just play the Karoo. But remember, this is exiles, it's graveyards. It's like a Tormod's Crypt attached to it. So if it's a one-on-one game, they're probably not gonna have more cards in their graveyard than you. Probably not. Can't guarantee that. Get 2 of these, keep bouncing each other, keep the graveyard over and over again. Look at that. Look at the big brain on Solfim over there. Oh, you want to know why it's a gate in flavor? I don't know. I have no answer to that for you. This card passes. Okay, next up. It's Kano with Clay's Thought Provocateur. And Cantrip Caster. This is Clay's. Okay, I have to look up both cards individually. That's fine. So Clay's is a 4-mana 3/3 human rebel. As long as Clay's is in the command zone or on the battlefield, each creature card you own has Bestow. So the cards in your hand have Bestow. Its Bestow cost is equal to its mana cost. Has anyone played with Bestow before? It's weird. It's weird. Also, what's interesting is if you try to bestow a creature, it's like it's an enchant creature card. But then what's their ability? I can't remember, like, is there an ability attached to it? Auras you control have enchanted creature is goaded and... Oh, I see, okay. So I was like, what are the abilities? Apparently, they're going to be enchanted creature is goaded and has prowess. Trenstims loves Bestow. It's good, but I'm not sure this works. They need more text. Well, they're going to get more text. See, all the aura... Because remember, when a creature is bestowed, it's an enchant creature. It's an aura. It gives the thing goaded and prowess. I thought goaded was something... Maybe I just don't remember or understand how goaded works. Okay, this is a very original card. Bestow also gives keywords by default. I suppose so. A nightmare to track the state. I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it's any different than like any other Anthem, you know? Oh, hold on. Okay, second card in this was Cantrip Caster. Also, huge shout out to like making old abilities great. They should probably bring back Bestow. There's a lot to work with there. A lot to work with. The cards weren't. I mean, I don't know if I want to push bestow too hard, but it seemed like a very fair mechanic. Very fair. Can you enchant bestow a creature with a non-enchantment creature? Yeah. I think that's the point. Oh yeah, it should probably say that your creature cards are enchantment creatures in addition to other types. Oh, is that important for bestow? I can't remember. You know, that was a long time ago. That was like a decade ago. It's a 3. Okay, we have Cantrip Caster, 3 mana, 1/3 human wizard. As this creature enters, choose an instant or sorcery card name with mana value 1 or less. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may cast a spell with the chosen name from your graveyard. If you do, draw a card. Forget Cantrip Caster. It's the Cantrip Master. So every single upkeep you get this, you may cast a spell with the chosen name from your graveyard. If you do, draw a card. You get 2 cards? I'm gonna guess that this is fair, only because it only triggers at upkeep. It's a very crappy creature. You have to wait. You literally have to play this and then wait next turn to enable it. The card has to be in the graveyard, right? As this creature enters, choose an instant or sorcery card name with mana value 1 or less. You may cast a spell with the chosen name from your graveyard. So if the card gets exiled, you've interacted with it. Yeah, it's basically choose opt, draw 2 for 1. Or like all of them. Brainstorm, Ponder, any of them. Unsummon with this is kind of nuts. No, it can only... Oh, it can be anything. Oh, it turns anything into cantrips too. But again, still, like, you have to wait a full turn. And also, Graveyard Hate kills this card. So if, like... And also, you can only name 1 card. So, like, if you snipe off that one thing from the graveyard, then, like, the card does nothing. You gotta wait for the next time they have a 1... It's gotta be a 1 mana... it can only affect 1 mana cards. You people are too scared of this thing. So if you have Brainstorm, so it's like 2 free cards each turn since it does an exile, correct. But if you exile, it does nothing. I think this is a high risk, high reward card. In my opinion. I think it's a fascinating idea. I think this is the type of card that like a control player plays when they think they've like figured the game out. They've got control of the game. And they just try to close out with a Cantrip Caster. Does let you cast 0 mana cards like Ancestral. Is there like a 0 mana card called Ancestral? Just play 4 copies of this and 1 million cantrips and 1 mana flicker spells. But how are you gonna win the game? You gotta win the game somehow. Maybe Thassa's Oracle. I like it. This is a cool card. Alright, next up. We've got Argentina. So no option to send $5 here. Oh, I don't know where you are, but it's fine. Fair Fury. Okay, how did you fix Fury? It's got a big smiley face. This is 5 mana for a 3/3 elemental incarnation. Still has double strike. What have you fixed? I don't see anything fixed here. Whenever this creature enters, it deals 4 damage divided as you choose among any number of target creatures and or planeswalkers. Still hasn't changed anything. Evoke. Exile a red card from your hand. While this creature's evoke ability is on the stack, you can't cast any spells or activate any abilities, and mana can't be spent for any special actions. Honestly, I don't think you fixed it. And I'll tell you why. Ephemerate. You can still use Ephemerate for this card. So... Oh, but you can't... Oh, I see. You know what? No, I'm wrong. So I was thinking Ephemerate after, like, it's... Like, even just as a creature that's already in play. But I can't cheat it. That's the deal. Oh, you did fix it. Look at this. It's incredible. It should be called Fixed Fury. It's probably how they should just fix all the evoke cards. You know what would really suck, though? If you need to interact with your opponent. This is like slow second. It's like the opposite of split second. You can't play. You're playing Hearthstone now. You have to wait until this thing's off the stack and you have priority again. You can't cast any spells or activate any abilities, and mana can't be spent for any special actions for like morph. You can't morph. No special actions allowed. I think they specifically said that they actively avoid mentioning the stack and abilities on modern cards. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it's like it's slow second. It's the complete opposite of split second. I think it's acceptable. I think maybe a cleaner way of saying it's like, well, the creature. Yeah, how to mention this without mentioning the stack? Or it just says like you can't cast, or Fair Fury is when it enters the battle, like it just has a static ability. You can't play spells and activate abilities at instant speed or something like that, or you have to play them all at sorcery speed. Something to that effect, and that's just a permanent thing. That's the cost of playing with Fair Fury. Okay, it is fair. I have to admit, I was very. I wasn't a believer, but you made me a believer in the end. Okay, we got Big Mike. It's real bad, but Unstable Orbit. Unstable Orbit in spirit of the upcoming set. We only have one card on Big Mike. Sorry you have to wait so long. Unstable Orbit. The hell is this? It's like a giant space station is colliding with Earth. 6 mana sorcery. This rare spell is red. Okay. Now, destroy target equipped or enchanted creature. This spell deals damage equal to that creature's power to that creature's controller. If that creature's power was 10 or more, destroy all other creatures. So it only blows up equipped creatures. This is some sort of... This is a reference to something. Nice playtest format. Yeah, it's got very playtest card vibes. So it only destroys equipped or enchanted creatures, which is sort of rare. Less rare in Commander. The art's bad. The art has nothing to do with the card, except like destroy all other creatures, I suppose. Spells deals damage. Sorry, this spell deals damage equal to that creature's power to that creature's controller. If that creature's power was 10 or more, destroy all their creatures. Interesting. Have any one-card donos been done yet? At the very beginning of the show, we did some one-card donos. This is so weird. Okay, we blow up the creature. It blasts the player's face. And if the creature's power is big enough... So it's basically like the creature self-destructs. And then depending on how big it is, it blows everything else in its radius. Cool card. It's not even clear to me that this needs to be 6 mana. Like, it might be weird. I think it could be... like maybe 4, like just a regular wrath effect for the most part. I mean, if the creature was big enough, why not? I think it could be 4 mana. I don't think it has to be 6. 6 seems like, I would say like 4 mana is like a super Searing Blaze. That's how I want to interpret this. 6 mana seems like too much. I think the name and art match up together, but not with the text. Oh yeah, this you're right actually. Unstable Orbit has nothing to... The text has absolutely nothing to do with this art or the name of the card. But that's just us, you know? Other people, they might know better. Isn't Corey Steelcutter seeing some play right now? It hits that, but this is like 6 mana. Oh yeah, it's like... Well, it doesn't hit the Corey Steelcutter. It hits the creature that is equipped. And it's going to deal a very puny amount of damage at the same time. Okay, next up, we got Morbid Panda, the Morning Rail. And Vistani Wagon. Okay, 6 mana vehicle. Star 5, haste. The morning rail power is equal to the number of spirits crewing it plus 1. Oh, that's interesting. So the more... And you see all the random people on here. You see it? It's like tiny little spirits. Okay, then the morning rail... Sorry, when the morning rail attacks, return X target creature cards from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped and crewing the morning rail, where X is the morning rail's power. They are 1/1 black spirits and lose all other creature types. What is going on in this card? Oh, I think you meant the last card. It reminds you of Final Fantasy VII. When it attacks, return X target creature cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. Oh, and it's haste? For X, so like returns creatures like crazy. And only a crew of 1? Crew 1, bring everything back. How many things? X. Where X is the morning rail's power. So the more creatures that we crew with, like okay, commander players, is this fair? This would never see play in competitive Magic. Never, not in a shot, because it's a weird 6 mana card. You'd probably be dead before you even cast this card. But I could totally see this being played in Commander. I just don't know how fair it is to like regurgitate your entire board back. Well, you get your answer. I'm gonna set up some new tunes in the next little while. Because it's gonna. I saw the super chats. This is gonna be a long one today. It's gonna be a super long one. Too janky, I think. Fair 6 mana. It sounds good enough for me. It's good enough for me. Okay, next we got Vistani Wagon. I have to say, this is like the most all-in card. It's like you're gonna bring back everything and crush your opponents, or this card like just doesn't do anything. It's a super. I don't want to say it's a win more. It's just a lot. It's the biggest comeback ever. Okay, we got the Vistani Wagon, a 4 mana 5/5 vehicle in itself. It's a white vehicle. Oh, because the casting cost was white. Do they not have like a white tinted artifact in these custom card websites? Trample, crew of 2. When Vistani Wagon enters, create a 2/2 white Vistani warrior creature token. Oh, reminds me of the Asika's Chariot, except you have 1 less token. When Vistani Wagon deals combat damage to a player, exile it and target creature that crewed it this turn. Return them to the battlefield tapped at the beginning of the next end step. Oh, and it's got trample, so it's very likely to deal damage. So we got a little blinking action over here for anyone that likes the ETBs. You can also... Oh, and you're going to at least make a token by itself as well. It's simple and elegant for the white ETB crowd out there. You people love you. You love your ETBs. You love your value. Okay, next. We got people from Europe. That's what we got. We got Nova the Space Wolf. It's time for yet another Legends of Runeterra. I know everything about Piltover and Zon. I don't know anything else, though. The Darken... Part 6. The Darken... Is it just called the Darken Part 6? Oh, I'm not writing the Darken. I'm just being an idiot. The Darken Part 6! Okay, the Darken Harpoon. I don't know anything about the Darkens. That wasn't in the Arcane show at all. Okay, we have the Darken Harpoon. It's an equipment for 2 mana. This is a Nova the Space Wolf card, right? Yeah, Nova the Space loves equipments. Equipment card every single week. Is your super? I have 17 super chats. Yeah, this is probably yours. They're all here. You know, I know. Don't worry, I'm keeping them warm. Today is a super popular show. It's like you people are acting like I haven't done a custom card stream in 3 years or something. Don't worry, we're gonna get there. I promise everybody. I promise. I love all of you. I love all these cards. Okay. It's okay. Let's get back to the Darken Harpoon. Equipped creature gets +1/+0, and fearsome creatures with fearsome cannot be blocked by creatures with power 2 or power with 2 or less power. Is there an ability like this already? What does Skulk do? Cannot be blocked by creatures. No, Skulk is the opposite. Cannot be blocked by like large creatures. Whenever you're small. The damn draw is like, the last show was 2 weeks ago. Who knows when the next one will be? No, the last billion shows were every 2 weeks ago for the last 3 years. 2 weeks, 3 years. What's the difference? I know. Nikachu, we are trying to get you a 5-star hotel room on your next trip. Oh, thank you very much. I need it because my next trip, oh my god, the hotel rates are terrible. Whenever there's some other convention happening, I'm gonna spend like $200 a day at this next trip I'm going to. It's awful. Okay, give me the lore, Monica or Monicala. Darkens are basically demon weapons that try to possess the wielder. Possess. Okay. So moving on. Whenever the equipped creature attacks, exile the top card of your library until the end of your turn. You may cast that card from exile. This would see a lot of play. I think a lot of people would love this card. So it's very cheap, by the way. It's not too expensive. 2 mana, equip for 1, small buff, but good, decent evasion, and then you actually have card advantage on top of that. I actually think this is your best card. This is the closest card that I think Wizards of the Coast would actually print and would see some competitive play somewhere. I don't know what format. Probably at least standard. It's not too hard to just throw this into a red-black Rakdos Prowess deck. Okay, so let's look at the second half of here. We got the Ibaros. It is 9 mana. See that? That's hard to cast. Very, very hard to cast, but maybe it's flavorful. For 9 mana, we have a 1/1. Oh, this is on the back side of this card. So it's like you're free rolling it. When Ibaros enters, put a +1/+1 counter on Ibaros for each card its controller has drawn this game. Oh, I don't know if that's a fun card to play with because you have to keep track of every single card drawn, and that's just not practical. You have to reword this thing to something else. Nobody's going to keep track of the cards that they drew in the game, and also there's other people that can force you to draw cards. It's not a fun ability. Yeah, it works online. Tracking that in paper, super nightmare. Yeah, very. Yeah, I guess you say this is a digital card, an arena card. Whenever you draw a card, put a +1/+1 counter on Ibaros. Ibaros cannot be blocked by creatures with 4 or less power. Otherwise, great card. Just more for the digital age, I suppose. Some of you guys, you love your digital cards. I don't know how you can enjoy that random arena crap. Not that not all arena formats, but historic. What is going on with that format? Throughout the entire game, it is a bit much. Yeah, doable, but a pain would definitely get tiresome. I would not expect anyone. I wouldn't expect this card to be printed in paper. Okay. Love the front side, though. Love the front side. Yeah, it's an acquired taste, I think. Although, what can I say? I mean, I've never played Timeless, but I probably would like it, though. Okay, we got Kalia of the Vast with Hidden Immortal Jashinist. What is this? Hidden Immortal. And the other one is this the other card? Is it loading? Uh-oh, something wrong with my internet? A day ago, my internet was really sucked. Okay, that's hidden. This card may not be hidden, but it's certainly hidden for me. I can't see it. What is this card? What is going on with this card? I can see this card. This makes no damn sense. Okay, let's start with this one. Let's look at hidden, the immortal that was on the list. And it is a 4-mana 2/1 human ninja rogue with first strike. Hidden can't die. What does that mean? Can it be destroyed? Can what happens when a -1/-1 counter touches it? Whenever a Hidden, the immortal Jashnist, and a -1/-1 counter come together in the physics of this universe, does it actually get sent to the graveyard? That's not the card. Go, hold on. Hidden Immortal Jashnist. Okay. Oh, you're talking about the second card. Okay, thanks for letting me know. Okay, I'll look up the other one. If Hidden deals damage to a creature, place a curse counter on that creature. Tap target creature with a curse counter on it gets -0/-X, where X is the highest power among creatures you control. That's totally fine. I just don't understand. Hidden can't die. We do not have a single card in Magic that says that. He just won't die or be destroyed. So it's just a 1/0 on the battlefield. So just sitting there. Basically has enchantment status. Well, I guess if it gets -0, -99, it still won't die. People just be putting words on MTG cards. That's the custom Magic the Gathering community for you. They're just making stuff up on a regular basis ever since this forum ever came into existence. He's immortal. He survives just as a head. Okay, sure. It stays on the battlefield no matter what. I guess I can accept that. And for that reason, this card is very fine. It's like a weird removal spell. X is the highest power. So if you kill all the creatures, like, this card just does nothing. Okay, next. You've got... What was the second card? I gotta look up. Dara. Explosive Artist. All right. This is a 7-mana Rakdos Human Ninja Rogue. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. What is with all these words?
No, God, please, no.
Could we have not sacrificed the art a little bit so that we could expand the text box, especially since it's jam-packed? There's no, like, empty space on this damn thing. Okay, but I'll attempt it. Alright, the Explosive Artist is a human ninja rogue. Flying, haste, vigilance, ward 6, discard a card. C1! Deidra, for red, Deidra deals 2 damage to up to 2 target creatures. C2 for 5 mana. What is it? I don't even know what C1, C2 mean. Create a legendary 1/1 red C2 dragon. Oh, it's like levels? Red C2 dragon artifact creature token with haste, flying, and tap C2 dragon deals 5 damage to any target. C3 for 5 mana, Deidra deals 10 damage divided as you choose among any number of target creatures and or planeswalkers. If excess damage was dealt this way, Deidra deals that much damage to target opponent. C4 Karura 7. This is like a this is a Dimitri card. For 7 mana, exile all other creatures. C0. We went backwards. For 9 mana, destroy all permanents. I want to put wordy card on the. I want to put wordy on this thing again. It's super wordy. It's the most. How do we stylize this thing up? This is like the most. This is the crazy wordiest card ever. Maybe not of all time. You know what? I'm not gonna say it's the craziest word of all time, but that's too wordy. I agree. We can just say no. Just say no. I don't even know what it does. I read a lot. I tried to interpret, perceive. I gave up. I gave up. I'll tell you where my brain turned off. It was at C2 5 mana. Create a 1/1 red C2 dragon. I don't even know what that meant. Just fill in the box. It doesn't deserve an X there anymore. Okay, next we're going back to the beginning. All right, this is the moment Little MX Doom has been waiting for. Waiting very patiently. We have a very patient Little MX Doom here. Deltarune spoiler. He's groovy and never glooby. Never glooby. You've been warned, everyone. If you haven't played Deltarune, which I haven't, but I don't think this spoils anything. There's a 4-mana 4/3 Construct Performer. Whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to an opponent, put a point counter on Tenna. Remove 2 point counters from Tenna. Roll a 6-sided die. Activate only as a sorcery. Now, there's actually a lot of words on here, but I know what these words do. Now, yeah, so if we roll the 6-sided die at roll of 1, you create a junk token, you lose 3 life. That doesn't sound good. Roll 2 to 3, each player sacks a creature, including us. 4 to 5, create a treasure token, you gain 2 life. That's probably the best one. And roll a 6, discover X, where X is equal to Tenna's power. These are actually all super fair abilities. Remove 2 point counters. How many point counters? So whenever one or more creatures deal combat damage to an opponent. Oh, so if we have a lot of point counters on this thing, this is sort of an annoying card to play against. Let's say someone attacks with 50 creatures. You're gonna get a point counter for each creature that dealt damage. So you have like a big pile of point counters, and you gotta like freaking roll dice for every single one of these. Whatever. All the abilities are very fair. I mean, if you have like a billion point counters on this, you might, in fact, make the whole board get sacked. It says 1 or more. Oh, okay. So it's only, it is super fair. It's more. Oh, it's so fair it hurts. So fair it hurts. Well, who the hell is this? This is Mr. TV. This is the craziest looking character. Yeah, I've heard of Deltarune. I'm very, very familiar. I gotta play this thing. This picture intrigues me. The TV is probably on TV. I would also play him. It's Zivers. Oh, we got it. It's got Majra's approval. Majra's been making custom cards for decades. Decades, I tell you. Oh, it's just people talking about the rules in the chat. How long has that argument been going on for? Judge! We need a judge for Kano and Bork Big Frighten. Zach says, I'm very familiar. I have no idea what this is. Well, I've heard of the game. I've never played or seen the game before. I've never seen gameplay. I don't know the characters. I just know I know of Deltarune. Did you see the fun fact I shared in chat? The 1 or more. Okay, fun fact. The hardest part of making my Tenna card was finding family-friendly art of him. Okay. That was a bigger spoiler than this card itself. Next up, we've got Elixir Essence Tender. Was it worth it, MX Doom? Was it worth the wait? All right, moving on. We got Elixir has also been very patient today. We got Essence Tender. It's a 2-mana 2/1 spirit flyer. When this creature enters, choose a mono-colored creature you control. Creature spells you cast that share exactly one color with its cost. One color with it cost Orzhov less to cast until end of turn. This effect reduces only the amount of colored mana you pay. Why? This is just a weird card. This is so strange. So it enters the battlefield. So I choose a black card in play. Creature spells that share exactly one color with it cost Orzhov less. So basically my Orzhov cards cost less. This could be big. It's got persist and it's got flying. I would bet this is a very strong card. I would actually go as far as to say this is maybe not broken, but this would be such a pain to play against. You have a flying 2/1 super medallion. Like medallions reduce the cost of cards of 1. This one does it by 2, and it's got persist, so we can actually change it over and over again. Persist kills it? Or you mean persist makes it too strong? Wouldn't the persist kill itself? Why? Oh! It's not undying. Oh no. Yeah, that's fine. It's a completely redundant persist. Do we have that on the bingo card? There's something completely redundant. I swear there's something here. Creature Lord. Card doesn't work. You know what? That's close enough for card doesn't work in my opinion. Like I'm sure that was not as originally designed. Yeah, let's pull out Nikachu's calculator here. We got 1 toughness. Now, when the creature enters the battlefield, it's going to come into play with a -1/-1 counter on it. So we have to give it -1 toughness. And in the end, it's going to have 0 toughness, so it dies. The calculator never lies. The calculator has spoken. I didn't improve anything. I did not suggest... I mean, it should have Undying. Should have 2 toughness. Yeah, it's actually a very sad card. This is what happens when you don't get someone to, like, you know, proofread your work. Is it too late? No, it's too early, Anna. You're too early. There's a bunch of freebies coming up. You can have one. Maxim can have one. It gets another enter though, right? No. So it's gonna so it will just... Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. It still technically enters the battlefield and triggers again. But then, hold on, but then it doesn't matter because it needs to be on the battlefield if it triggers again. Like, it still needs to be there to get the effect. Like, it will trigger, so you choose a monocolor creature, but like it's not on the battlefield to get that creature spells you cast that share exactly 1 color with it cost Orzhov less to cast, because that effect needs to be in play. The creature needs to play for this thing. Elixir is like, my God,
No!
what have I done?
No!
Matters for things like Grave Pact. But okay, it's intent. Oh, okay. So question then, Elixir, is how does the effect work after it's dead? Well, it's gonna get a second trigger. I just don't know if it does anything if this creature isn't in play. It doesn't need to be in play because it's a continuous effect. Enters the battlefield, choose a monocolor creature you control. Creature spells you cast that share exactly 1 color with it cost Orzhov less to cast until end of turn. This effect reduces only the amount of colored mana you play. It doesn't say, like, for the rest of the game. It also doesn't give that monocolor creature the ability. Oh. Oh. I see, says the blind man. Yeah, till end of turn. All right. It works. It works completely. Okay, then we have to remove the other one. Hold on, we got to go back. Card does work. I just can't read, that's all. I didn't see. Happens to the best of us. Well, you know, it happens to me almost every show. How far are we? We're like 1 hour, 40 minutes. The show is, you know, people have told me they've tried to duplicate this stream and they're like, Nikachu, this is too hard. I don't know how you do it. And it's simple. I just leave my dignity and everything else at the door. And I just go ahead and do this. I have to take all this crap in the comment section. Like, I can't stand this channel. You can't read cards properly. And I get it. I thank everyone who sticks through all the BS. Nikachu, you have dignity? No, none. It's all gone. All right, the card works perfectly. It's actually even more fair than I thought it was because yeah, when it dies, it just dies. Okay, next up we got Benovsky with the darkest of memories because I don't like Italia effect. Ah, yes. We need to have a show of like the average custom Magic the Gathering designer and, you know, all the themes. Like, one theme or one attribute of all of you is you design cards to beat up on a very specific type of card. It's like you've had enough. You had enough of this thing. Okay, 3 mana instant called Dark Memory. Destroy target creature. If the spell is cast from exile or using blue mana, its owner draws a card. That's strong. Oh, man. How strong? Is there a single 3-mana removal that cantrips? I want to say it doesn't exist. That is very strong. It's like, I think it's stronger than Cryptic Command. Because Cryptic Command was like counter target spell, draw a card. Plot for double black. And as flashback, actually, it could be broken. It's like super fair broken. Oh man, it's such a modern card. Pushed murder? I know. Hard to imagine why you plot this, because you have nothing else to do with your turn. Like you have like 2 mana, you don't have anything to do, just plot. So it's basically it's actually 2 mana, destroy a creature and draw a card, which is even more broken. Oh, the plot doesn't draw. The plot is just fair. It's just 2 mana, destroy target creature. I think most decks would try to play this for 3 mana. So curious, does this see play in Modern? Modern's a super powerful format where you have to be mana efficient. But holy crap, 3 mana, destroy a creature and draw and cantrip off of that? I can't think of a single card that does that. Like, it's very... What was the card that triggered off of Leyline Binding? There was a card that's like, if you cast a card really expensive, you draw a card, and they would play Leyline Binding, and they would draw a card, and they would exile the creature. Unplotting is sorcery speed. Could be wrong, though. That's possible. That's fine. Oh, beans. Beans! Beans! This is very beans-like. It's like make your own up the beanstalk thing. How could I forget about that beanstalk? Just got banned a little while ago. So, you know what? You know what would make this card fair? Probably making it a sorcery. Now, I don't want to say it's actually broken, but this would probably be the strongest removal ever in Standard. It'd probably be a very good removal spell in Pioneer. It's very likely busted in anyway, it's very likely to be super busted in Standard, or it's not broken, not busted. You gotta think it's fine. All right, you know what? If they design something like this, I think this is just an artificial up the beanstalk card. It's like up the beanstalk removal, except you don't even have the beanstalk in play. Not legacy playable. We can agree on that. I think Days would eat this thing for lunch. I will admit, I think this would not see play in Legacy. I think 3. You know what? 3 it's expensive, but it's not that expensive. If you tack card draw on anything, 3 mana is super fair. I mean, sorry, 3 mana is fair. I would argue it's really strong. Too strong to print currently. Maybe in a few years when the rest of the game power creeps like crazy. Dark Memory. And hopefully you can plot at instant speed. If not, well, making the card a sorcery would make it like incredibly bad. Speaking of Deltarune, not that this is Deltarune music, but it's pretty adjacent. Torn! What do you got for it? We got Put to Rest and Minor. What the hell is this DKK? Hold on. DK. Let's say 5 USD in DKK. I don't even know what 32 Kronish dollars. So this is 70. Oh, this is a double. Oh yeah, you do get two super chats here. I didn't know. Sorry, you shouldn't have had to wait this long. Put to rest. The currency had me like 70 Danish krona. That's like meaningless to me. I have no idea what that is. Sorry about that, Torn. And it didn't make it yellow because it was probably like a penny under the penny under the limit. It's $10.70 USD. Sorry, 7 DKK in USD. It is. It should have been yellow. The super chat should have been yellow. Boo on Google. They screwed my friend Torn over here. All right. We have 3 mana instant. There's a lot of abilities and flavor text. Counter target spell unless its controller picks 3 of the following. Oh! Riddle me this, opponent. They tap target creature they control. It gains a stun counter. They get to choose? They sacrifice an artifact. They put a card from their hand on top of their library. They distribute 3+1/+1 counters among creatures you control, or I'm assuming you draw a card. Counter target spell. I would say that this card is super fair. I imagine you're only playing this for the jank. Just out of the amusement of what your opponent will do. How many pick? Oh, but they do have to pick 3. Okay, 3 might be difficult. They have to sacrifice an artifact, maybe buff up all their creatures, and make them draw a card. This is interesting, because usually a lot of these cards should cost 2. I don't think so. This thing's nuts. Okay, I could be wrong. This is a very interesting card to see playtested. Most cards out there that are like, counter this unless, they're usually pretty terrible. They have to pick 3 modes, and all the modes are pretty okay. They're all pretty okay. Oh, you know what's a problem one, though? They sacrifice an artifact. I'll tell you why that's a problem. They could choose that and have no artifact in play, so that's like a freebie. The super chat is not accurate. I think if I super chat for $20 equivalent from Argentina, it will get pinned on the top in red blood for 5+ hours. It's possible. Yeah, I know, exactly. You can always choose sack artifact even if you don't control it. So probably same for creatures. They distribute 3+1/+1 counters among creatures you control. Okay, it should be they distribute 3+1/+1 counters among 3 target among up to 3 target creatures you control. So they have to target something. If there's no target, it's not legal. Actually, I don't know if that's how that card would work. But like, yeah, so they can't be how do we word this? It'd be, I'm sure there's a way of doing this. Counter the spell unless its controller picks 3 of the following modes. Maybe destroy target artifact they control. So if the target's not there, I'm assuming target matters. If the target's not there, it doesn't work. You just choose modes that aren't relevant. Yeah, exactly. So well, but they have to be legal. So are there like at least 3 legal modes? Sack, they put a stun kit. None of these are okay. Drawing a card is mandatory. Maybe the modes just have to change. It's like you draw a card, they discard a card from their hand. What else? Damn, it's hard. It's very, very hard. What have you done, Argentina? Okay, there's a lot of donos at the end of this. What is this? ARS. And this was 1,000 ARS in USD. It's $8. That's funny. Oh no, I put what's it called? I put 1,000. 1,000. No, it's like it's $1. This is crazy. What a scam. Yeah, it's 79 cents. Yet it's gonna burn bright there for a very, very long time. That's hilarious. I have to donate £100 to get a red super chat. Yeah, what a scam. This is so stupid. Okay, let's get back to this card. Can we fix it? Like, I like the idea. It's so hard to make it work though. How many donos are going to Pedgeman? He's got so many donos today. You better stick around, Pedgeman. Yeah, I know. I gotta love the exchange rate. Argentina bias to Argentina. Could you word it such that the opponent could only pick valid options? Well, that's what we're trying to do, Torn. We don't know how to do it. I mean, the one valid option for sure is you draw a card. One valid option would be they discard a card. Another option could be they I don't know how to word it. Like, if they can you word it like if they have a creature in play, they sack a creature. No, but they could still choose that, because if they don't have the creature in play, then they just do nothing. Yeah, it's stumping us all. This is the great riddle of them all. Discard a card, used, be used, but they have an empty hand though. That's fine. If they have an empty hand, then so be it. But that's something that could be guaranteed otherwise. You could word it, but it would take more words. Okay, I have the answer. We don't know how to fix this card. Now, don't get me wrong. You can keep it as it is. It just sort of won't do what you want it to do. If these clauses don't exist, like you don't have creatures in play and they don't have an artifact, but maybe that's what also makes it fair. Okay, next you have minor technicality. Is this it? Oh, sorry. Was this here already? No, this was put to rest. Oops. I did them backwards. This was my minor technicality was first, and then we have put to rest second. Sorry about that. Okay, so we have 2 mana instant. Target creature, spell, or enchantment spell gains. When this permanent enters, destroy it. Fascinating. Fascinating. Can we put words on a permanent on the stack? Maybe? Probably? Does this work? Is this possible? What do you guys think? Just I was like, that's kind of cool. Yes, we can. Sarah Paragon. Oh, there are cards like this. All right. In that case, it works. It's based. So what you're trying to do is like innovate on counter spells here. Effectively, oh, it's enchantment destruction, which is fascinating. Because black doesn't have access to a lot of enchantment destruction, so it effectively gives it a counter spell. Well, but why aren't we just making it a counter spell? Like counter target creature. Oh, I guess it's too direct for 2 mana. So if it somehow resolves, it's going to be destroyed. Needs indestructibility. It needs instant indestructibility for the most part. Anti-hexproof Warden Shroud. Oh yeah. Oh, those custom players. The custom designers, they hate those cards. Next up with Magostera. Second card for me, the Mage Binding. Mage Binding Sermon. Mage Binding... Sorry, Mage Biding. Mage Biding Sermon. This is a 2 mana instant. Until end of turn, whenever an ability from a non-land source you don't control is activated or triggered, counter it, and that source's controller gains 1 life. This is a weird... Oh, I see. Okay, so it's until end of turn. But you have to do this in advance? Until end of turn, whenever an ability from a non-land source you don't control is activated, counter it. Here's my problem with this card. Like, you can't interact with triggered or activated abilities that are already on the stack, right? Until end of turn, whenever an ability you don't control is activated or triggered, like it's already there. I think it should. I do know how I would word it. Instant counter target activated or triggered ability until end of turn. Whenever an ability from a non-land source you don't control is activated or triggered, counter that activated or triggered ability, and its source's controller gains 1 life. Yeah, it works. It works as worded. I'm not saying, hey, look, it works as worded. It's just that I think it would be borderline useless. Especially since like with it on this, you need to like play it, let it resolve, and then like let people like walk into it. You know what I mean? No, the wording is correct. Yeah, hold on. Oh, you're okay. Are you saying like if Oh, I see. So if there is an activator triggered ability, and then after that I pledge Mind Binding Sermon, it will still counter the cards that are already on the stack? I guess so. But hold on, what would trigger it to be countered? The scream split second to me, plus it would also work as a reaction. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't think it works. Because like in my mind, it resolves. It's not like there's going to be a delayed trigger to the activated or triggered abilities already on the stack. The problem is they can just activate an ability in response to this. No, they can do that. Oh, Sternick wants to speed run to banning. Banned user, they're gone. Did I ban them? There we go. Goodbye. There was a party pooper in the house. Wow, I hadn't had to ban someone for like 2 years. Congratulations. Oh, they're not even named Stanek, they're Sternick. I didn't have to ban someone for 2 years. They made me bring my ban hammer out. Where's my ban hammer? I don't technically have one. I never have to. People were dissing custom cards. How often do people? Almost never. Almost, yeah. Diblicked too close to the sun on that one. Okay, in my opinion, yeah. Sorry, people. Nikachu is right. I am right for once. I know some rules, especially when it comes to activated and triggered abilities. Yeah, man got boarded. Got boarded to your rank. If they're still watching, they'll probably have no idea what I'm talking about. Okay, so anyway, there's a simple solution to this thing. It's Mage Binding Sermon. It just says counter target, activated or triggered ability, and until end of turn, whenever anyone wants to, F around and find out, they counter that as well. So it's a very easy fix. But it's a legal card. It's a legal card. There's nothing illegal about this card, but it's so bad the way it's worded right now. Give it split second. Split second wouldn't change anything. Oh, it would. Yeah, because you could upkeep when I have priority split second. Okay, that would work. I don't think it would work so well. Like, I don't think that it would work as intended. Bourbon, you're right. I actually improved a card for once. I did it. It was possible. They can still activate abilities in response. Sure, I think that's fine. I think this is going to be bigger on the triggered abilities than the activated abilities. It's going to be it's super big on triggered abilities. Activated abilities will be harder. But I think maybe actually I think you guys are right. It probably give it split second, and then it'll be a lot closer to the type of card that everyone's talking about, because as intended. Custom Mage Binding Sermon as originally designed. Corbinek with the Seer. I'm actually curious to see if isn't the Seer like a real Magic card? That's a rule that's almost never broken. People usually don't. The Seer. There is... Okay, there's actually no card called the Seer. You're saved! I'm actually curious if this is broken in Commander. I am not the person to tell you that. Triple blue. I love heavy blue cards. Ward 3. Players play with the top 3 cards of their libraries revealed. It's a 0... Oh, sorry. This is a creature. I can barely see it. It's a 0/4. It's got that beta look. Or, sorry, not even beta. Alpha look. The card is the Blind Seer. I could be wrong. Oh, okay. Was that the real card? Well, this is fine. This is still a unique name. Cards have to have unique names. Word 3. Players play with the top 3 cards of their library revealed. Pay 1, exile a card in hand. If you do, you may add a card from among the top 3 cards in your library to your hand. Any player may activate this ability only once each turn. This is fascinating. I love this card. This is really cool. Already is it a rules nightmare? I understand how it works. Exile. So players play with the top 3 cards of their library revealed. Yeah, just the top 3. So we get to see unos, dos, tres. In that frame, wouldn't it be summon demi-human legend? Maybe. Sorta group hug. How do you reveal the top 3 though without running into ordering issues? I think you take the top 3 cards of your deck and well, you keep them in order, of course, and you maybe set them aside in front of you. It's just gonna really suck whenever you have to shuffle your deck, because, well, maybe it doesn't. It's like, instead of revealing the top card, you reveal the top 3 cards and just make sure you remember which one is on top and which ones are below. I think dexterity, it's gonna suck. You also have to separate which is the topmost for stuff that cares about that. Exactly. Yep. Symmetrical effect though. That's a group hug piece. Oh yes. We're gonna hug tight tonight. We're gonna hug super tight. Okay, I don't know the ramifications of this card. I like it though. I hope someone plays with this card against me. Oh, we got the damn draws. Burn to cinders. The word cinder reminds me of Killer Instinct. Triple red enchantment. At the end of each turn, destroy all permanents you don't control with 5 or more ignite counters on them. Ah, yes, because you had the Ignite Phoenix earlier. How many? 5 or more with... don't control with 5 or more ignite counters. You need a lot of ignite counters. Pay 3. Put an ignite counter on each non-land permanent you don't control. I think this is fine. This is a really, really, really slow Navinral's Disc. Now, I understand it's permanents you don't control, but holy crap, it takes forever to activate. I think it's hard. Enchant removal in red is wild. Oh yeah. No, but it's really clunky. And by the way, I believe I think Jackal Hops destroys all enchantments. I can't remember. There is some red obliterate like card that blows up all permanents in play. Yeah, it's very, very slow. It's not fast food, it's slow food. In fact, the food is so slow, you go into the restaurant, you make it yourself. After a few turns, you start removing everything every turn. No, because fresh cards coming into play would have 0 ignite counters on them, right? No, wait, 18 mana, then kaboom. Okay, I think this is fair. Super fair. Yeah, we already have World Fire. This is Ibers with the World Enchantment with Ignite counters. Exactly. Yeah, that's right. It's right. Okay, we got Bork Big Frighten 2 with Iroya. Iroya. The Luminous Stalker. Oh, we have a 3-mana 2/2 Salamander Nightmare with Vigilance. Oh, no one said anything. We passed the 2-hour mark. Is that a bingo? Is that we do have a bingo slot for the 2-hour stream. Okay, back to Iroya. That is such a tongue twister. Now, you'll mention it after I said so. Okay, we have a 3-mana 2/2 Salamander. Vigilance. It's got Morph for 5 mana. Sack a creature. This ability costs X less, where X is the sack creature's mana value. If Iroya is turned face up this way, put X +1/+1 counters on it. Morbid. Tap, exile 3 cards from your graveyard. Turn Iroya face down. Activate only if a creature died this turn. So the idea is remove cards from graveyard, turn it face down so that you can then morph it back face up for bigger. I think that's the idea. And it has vigilance. Not broken whatsoever. It's easy print. Easy. They would throw that in the latest Sultai Commander Precon. You like this one, Majra? Is it a throwback to something? It's a delay, we said in chat before you marked it. Oh, is there? It's possible. It can't be that lagged. But that's possible. I have not much else to say. This is a very fair card. I'm surprised you didn't give some extra. You know, it's a little cumbersome the way it's worded, so it's hard to put more abilities on this morph ability. But yeah, that works out perfectly fine. Look, Surefire Selves is a huge fan. Gonna print that one out for themselves. Has anyone ever printed out cards they've seen on this show? They like screenshot. Look, this is how you do it. You like screenshot the card, and then you're like, okay, print. The person's card was amazing. Super Zybered with me. Okay, Winter Fox. Oh, you actually have a card? It's from Fate / Grand Order. Shoot, is that a card? Fate Grand Order. Oh, you're talking about the last card? Oh, that was Pegman's card? Oh, I see. Okay. We're just gonna turn that into a donation later. Thank you very much, Winter Fox. Yeah, I believe it was a reference to your card because the your card sort of showed up afterwards. Trisaru, Ash, Carbide, Cursed Punk. This is it. Okay, we've got a 3-mana 2/2 Human Warrior, Death Touch. It's got Manus. It's also got Void Breaker. When Ash enters the battlefield or attacks, put a stun counter on target creature and opponent controls. At the beginning of each end step, if 3 or more stun counters and or -1/-1 counters are on creatures your opponents control, draw a card. ETB or attacks, we get stuns. If there are 3 or more stuns, does it have to be on creatures? If 3 or more stun counters are or the -1/-1 counters are on creatures your opponents control. Yeah, we do. We get to cash in. Who would play this thing? It's pretty hard to enable in the grand scheme of things. I don't know if this is much of an infect card. I've never seen a fair infect deck play out. I don't even know if Infect wants to play this. It's possible. You can have a blue-black Infect deck. Sultai Infect. That's always within the realm of possibilities. Go Wild, Crazy Hunt. I have nothing against this card. You know what? You know what this card combos with? That dragon from earlier. That ETBs puts 3 stun counters on up to 3 creatures. That would go bonkers with this thing. As soon as you get enough counters, you'll get 4 cards each turn cycle. Is it 4? On each creature. I think you're only drawing a card. Oh, you're talking about everyone else. At the beginning of each end step, if 3 or more. Oh, very strong in Commander. Never thought about that. That's right. Ooh, that's a good eye. The Red Maxim. Cute, great eye over there. Still probably fine. All you have to do is play your Hull Breacher, which is banned. Narset. Someone play Narset. Okay, I like it. Next up. Majra's back. Need to tell you, the Cleric deck was Leyline of the Void deck. Deck, hence why the Stairway. I had 12 complete EDH custom decks to show you. Wow! 12. I didn't realize it over the year. You showed me 12 completed EDH custom decks. See, some people out there are like, screw Wizards, I'm not buying their cards, I'm just proxying. And then there are some people who are like, well, screw Wizards, I don't even like their cards, I'm gonna make my own, says Majra. All right, we're gonna donate that chat to somebody at the end. Okay, next we got Corbinek. with the occultist, designed for aristocrat decks and maybe devotion. The occultist. And this is a okay, quadruple black 0/4 human creature, also with ward 3. You're making this thing a habit. It's a ward 3 all around. All creatures have menace and death touch. Wow! It's basically chaos ensues completely. So that's actually crazy. So hold on, if everything has menace, that means everyone has to double block to block something, but then if they do that, they're all gonna die because they all have death touch. Basically, you always have to 2-for-1 yourself if you want to block anything. On the other hand, you can block a big creature with 2 crappy creatures and it will die at the same time. Okay, and then when a creature leaves play, its controller loses 1 life. Okay, that's a really weird dynamic. Pay 1, exile target card in a graveyard. Its owner gains 1 life. Any player may activate this ability. Exile target card. Oh, it's in. So basically, whoever has more mana wins the life gain war. Target card, if its owner gains 1 life, any player may. It's basically everyone has scavenging ooze. This is very, very chaotic. My grandpa's deck has no crappy creatures. It has no crappy cards. The exile target card in a graveyard end doesn't just say creatures. Actually, OP if graveyard targeting is allowed by the rules. Oh, sure, why not? All right, this is gonna make what do they call it? Chaos hug. This is like a chaos hug card. All right, next up, we've got Surefire Cells with Occult Biformity. I'm running out of super chat sound effects for today. Oops. Biformity. Green decks shudder. Oh, they're gonna be scared, huh? They gotta stay indoors, huh? 4 mana enchantment flash. Whenever an opponent puts 1 or more counters on a creature or artifact, that's more than just green decks. Choose up to 1 other target creature or artifact. They put the same number and kinds of counters on that permanent. Oh, so you're the one who chooses? Whenever an opponent puts 1 or more counters on a creature or artifact, choose up to 1 other target creature or artifact. They put the same number of kinds of counters. Oh, also it works with stun counters. So if a player puts a stun counter on your creature, you'd be like, surprise! I put that many stun counters on your creatures too. Next bingo. Ooh, it's been a while since we had a 3-hour stream. Ooh, it's been a while. We only get to the 3-hour stream if I'm getting paid very well for it. Yeah, it's an unusually busy day. I still have all these I have so many super chats. Super chats up the wazoo. So this is fascinating. So you made mention that this card is good versus green decks. I think this card is good versus a ton of decks. So it hits green. It hits whenever an opponent puts 1 or more counters on a creature or artifact. Damn, you didn't say planeswalker. You get the same number of counters on your card. I think there are decks outside of green. I'll admit though, like green probably takes the greatest advantage of this. I wonder if this is on color. Maybe it should be white instead. It's a good question. I have no idea where in the color pie this would be good, or where this would be. Doable but too narrow. But it depends on opponents playing counters. I don't actually think it's too narrow. I'll tell you how the game would play out. You don't even need to do this at instant speed, because there's a lot of cards out there where the creature enters the battlefield with the counters, or there's cards that increase the counters one way or another. They may have no choice but to play into this. Like, you're gonna buff them, like they're gonna buff you up, but like they're gonna play their cards. Like, what are they not gonna do? Not play their cards because you have this occult biformity. In fact, you might even like create an allegiance with the player playing into your occult biformity. You can work together as a team. It is brutal versus green. Pretty relevant for Edge of Eternities too, with charge counters. Ah, that's right. It's charging up to something. Well, then you have to play those crappy vehicles. Oh, please don't let those vehicles be like competitive. Oh, I don't want to play against that weird crap. We've got Stranded on the Mysterious Island by Mappius. We'd be stranded out here. Oh, and there was another super chat from Majra. Oh, no, we got that sound effect. I'm currently working on a demon self-mills, but not being able to show the cards by batch of 5 have killed my will a bit. Don't know while I'm at it. Don't worry, Majra. If I am super outrageously desperate for money, and I need to like gouge my community in a very fair way, I'll bring the 5x back. But at the moment, look how long this show is, and we don't even have the 5x. And in some ways, I like this because we can be like a little bit more. We can be a little bit slow with the cards. Otherwise, I'm just reading off the cards and then going, reading card, reading card, reading card. You know, there are better vibes when there's less cards to see in one day. Even though this show is going on pretty long by itself, that's okay. Okay, we're stranded on a mysterious island by Mappius. In Teamer colors, it's 3 mana. Sorcery. As an additional cost to cast the spell, sacrifice all permanents you control and discard your hand. Is this supposed to like just be an enabler for with the cheese stands alone? Reveal the top 12 cards of your library. You may put any land cards that have a basic land type from among them onto the battlefield tapped, and any non-land cards from among them into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. This is such a huge gamble. You could end up with no lands and be completely screwed. What was your second super chat? It's not up there. I thought we did the first one a long time ago, and then we just did your second one. Oh, were you gone? We just did your second one a little while ago. Okay, talking about back to this card, it will persist long after we have all perished. Oh, you're talking about the dono. You have the 2 cards per, but you didn't limit the amount of donos that can be given. 3-hour streams of Surefire South. We looked at. Oh, I don't remember what the card was. We just looked at it though. We just looked at it. Just to prove that the YouTube super chat can be misleading. Oh yeah, the ARS one. Does this count as discussing the rules? No, not this particular thing. Oh, you're talking about the rules of the show? No, it does not count. I think it's 2 cards per person. Yeah, it's 2 cards per person. So you can either donate in two small super chats or 1 big super chat. Okay, talking about this card, it's a gamble. You don't know what you're going to get. You could get no lands, and you screw yourself. You look at the top 12 cards of your library, get like 1 land out of it. Maybe early on in the game. Oh, wait a minute. There's another way of looking at this card. This is like on turn 2. Oh, this is broken. Sacrifice all permanents you control. Reveal the top 12 cards that you may put any land card. Oh, this is actually broken. Yeah, it should be the first. You can go like turn 1 Birds of Paradise, turn 2 Stranded on the Mysterious Island, sacrifice borderline nothing, and draw like what do you do? Net 8 cards. You're up 8 cards. You probably have the absolute biggest. What's it called? You have a huge mana advantage on turn 2. You discard your hand, but like that's not that big of a deal. If you already invested 2 lands, a mana dork, and play this card, you're probably like turn 1, land mana dork. Okay, let's say this is commander, so you drew a card for the turn. Land mana dork, you're down to 6. Next turn, go up to 7, play land, down to 6. Play this card. You're at 5. You're still up cards. This is broken. I think we have a danger bingo space. You know what? It discarded danger. I would say a danger. It danger approves. It looked like crap at first. Well, maybe not crap, but it looked at first like you're gambling. But this is such a good gamble. This is an incredible. Like, you can't lose, more or less. Yeah, it's well, I think late in the game, I don't think it's that great late in the game. I would say the problem with this card late in the game is if you get a low land count off of all your looks, you might be ruined because everyone will just completely tempo you out. But early in the game, you have like nothing to lose. It's the start of the game. If you get 2 lands, well, you had like 2 or 3 lands when you cast this card. So it's like the best thing that you can do very early on. It's crazy. Okay, so I mean, yeah, so like the thing is, I bet this card was designed for like the late game, but not the early game. But the early game breaks this thing. And you know, okay, I'll tell you how you could make this fairer. Reveal the top X cards of your library, where X is the number of permanents that you sacrificed. Think of it. But then, that means you would never want to play this early on in the game because you like discard you sack everything and you discard your hand. Because you can't be looking at cards equal to the number of cards discarded as well, because it would be super ramp. It's completely super ramp. What was the other cards, Surefire Selves? Tell me. Just tell me the card. I'll look it up again. You're even telling me both your cards just in case, because you're not in the queue anymore. But while I say that, let's move on to sorry, Mappius. Card is broken. Next, we got Just a Velociraptor with Final Destination. Final Destination. Fanged Autonomy? I definitely never saw that card. I don't even know if that was super chatted. I definitely got the other one. Okay, we have... You are all awesome. Back to the grind for me. Okay. See you later. Okay, why the tiny text? Well, I think it's some custom card... some custom card shows end up doing that. Sorry, not shows. The custom card design makers, they'll have tiny text. Not all of them are beautiful. That's okay. We can still barely read it. We just have to get in real close. We get close and comfortable. 8 mana for a legendary enchantment. Lands don't untap during their owner's untap step. Oh my god! So it's a back to basics, similar to back to basics. It's like stasis, I guess. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, they sack a land. Well, that's actually not that big of a deal because our lands are uselessly tapped anyway. When they do, they create a wastes token. Oh, so that can be tapped for mana, but it's colorless. Players can't play lands, and non-token lands can't enter the battlefield from anywhere. Players can't play lands. So slowly, we're just gonna have colorless mana. Lands have pay 1 life. Oh, you can pay 1 life to untap the land. This works. I don't know if this is a fun card to play against. It's not that different from Mana Barbs. If you want to use your lands, you have to pay life for it. This is a very expensive Mana Barbs. Super expensive. Okay, Real Maxim is looking out for Surefire Selves. I'll look. Okay, so we'll do this one. You think it's I don't think it's I think it's an 8 mana Barbs. No, it's actually channel for everyone. Oh, you're saying, because that's right. There's no limit to how many times you can pay the 1 life, but it's 8 mana. Why would you want it? If you want to give this to the board, chaos ensues. All right.
No, God, please, no.
Oh no, but you're the first one to use it. Lands don't untap. I bet the designer didn't consider that. The lands have pay 1 life, untap this land. It was like fair up until that point. Just a Velociraptor. Do you see what you have done? The final destination? Yeah, we'll be the final destination. Is channel fair at 8 mana? I honestly want to say yes. Like, if you haven't won the game at 8 mana, like, what are you doing? It's fair, but I hate it. It probably will never be printed. The Velociraptor's like, I did not consider that. Didn't cross your mind. Okay, well, okay. It might pass. It might not. It might be still broken. You know who'd use this? Maybe Tron or like a big mana deck. They play this and they have 19 mana. Okay, you know what? It's probably broken. Safe side. It can't be done. I'll tell you what. Lands have pay 1 life, untap this land. Use this ability only once a turn. Something like that? No, not lands have. Oh no, but each land has that. Still be really good in like a Tron or Cloud Post deck. Either way. Okay, I don't know how to interpret this card. It's probably broken. Okay, Surefire Selves. Mr. Super Chat. Sorry about that. Gotta wait to the end. Make sure that you get all your Super Chats. We've got Feigned Autonomy. Autonomy. We most definitely did not do that card. 6 mana, instant. Cast this spell only during the declare attacker step. Gain control of target defending player until end of combat. Untap all lands that player controls. Exile Feigned Autonomy. Trust in my vision and watch this kingdom fall to its knees. So we can only do this while attacking. Gain control of target defending player until end of combat. That's so weird. So someone is about to be attacked. So this is useless one-on-one. Oh no, it is useful one-on-one because you could be you target your opponent. Untap all lands that player controls. Exile Feigned Autonomy. 6 mana. 6 mana for a Temporal Mindslaver. Is this fair? Oh yeah, in Tron, that last card was just broken. That's what I was thinking. In a big mana deck, nope, too strong. Oh, we're not done. Oh boy, are we not done. This show is so long, I did not anticipate. Let's see. Oh, this is a good one too. One combat phase 2 broken. Well, I mean, they're gonna be completely screwed up by turn 6. By turn 6, like, they're gonna make all the worst blocks, and probably, like, you get to untap all their lands, and you're gonna use all their removal spells to kill their own creatures and stuff. Do I have Deltarune music? I do not. I barely have any Undertale music. Nikachu, you're gonna miss your chess game tonight. I don't have a chess tournament tonight. At least not tonight. If it was, you can assign blockers, it's okay, but take control means you can drop all their instants. How expensive is Mindslaver? What's the effort to get this thing? It's only 6 mana. Oh no, it's 10 mana. Okay, you know what? 10 mana, I think this effect is probably too cheap. And Emrakul is also like, 10, 12 mana? Emrakul, the Promise to End? So yeah, I have to disqualify this on casting cost. Too cheap. Yeah, 10 is 6 plus 4. So this might look like it has the same converted mana cost, but it effectively does not. Feigned Autonomy, too strong. Too strong. Raroni Rockman. It's an early rough draft, but I'm workshopping it and could use some suggestions. The Clock Town Festival. Clock Town. Found it. Here it is. Okay, 5 mana. Good God. Can I zoom in a little bit? That actually makes it a little bit easier. Oh, wow. I can. Oh, wow. I didn't know I can move this. If I move this up, go down, go back up. Oh, I can move this. I didn't know. Okay. We're going to need this. The Clocktown Festival. My life is a lot easier right now. Chapter 1. Can I move it to the left? Not really. That's okay. It works for me. This enchantment gains other non-land permanents not named Terminian Giant. Enter with 3 time counters. This is insane already. How do you start this card like that? If they do not have Vanishing, they gain Vanishing. Create a 0... Okay, chapter 2. Create a 0/8 giant creature token named Terminian Giant with Defender and Reach. That made a whole lot of sense. Why couldn't we start the card off like that? And then we have chapter 3. This enchantment gains if you would sacrifice the Clocktown Festival instead. Exile all permanents with time counters on them. Cards exiled this way keep time counters as they change zones. What? Cards exiled this way keep the time counters? Okay. So if they do not have suspend, they gain suspend. Then exile the Clocktown Festival and return to the battlefield under its owner's control. There's... Oh, and then it blinks and we're going to do it all over again. Oh, this is a... Is this a Majora's Mask reference? Wordy card is... What does this first ability mean? This ability gains other non-land permanents not named Terminian Giants. It's not even called... What? Oh, I get it. So when we... It's all explained in chapter 2. That's where the Terminian Giant came from. Honestly, I think it should be reversed. I think you should get the giant first so that the story makes sense as you're reading this. This enchantment gains isn't necessary. Sagas already do that. Sure. Okay, so this enchantment gains other non-land permanents not named Terminian Giant enter with 3 time counters. If they do not have Vanishing, they gain Vanishing. Problem is, I don't remember what Vanishing does. Okay, this actually makes so much more sense. And so exiled cards don't get exiled; they actually just gain suspend. All right, I think it works. I think it works. It's a really weirdly worded card. Chapter 1 was really confusing. It's like it threw me into an alternate dimension almost. It's referencing a card I didn't know. Is this a flavor win? Vanishing is like fading. Ah. Where's our flavor win? Flavor win. We got sound effects for this stuff. I don't have enough sound effects to meet the power of all of you. The ultra exile zone ripped the card in half. Yes, it's a flavor win. Evoke would work with commanders. I don't know. Okay. It sounds like you've got the blessing of chat. And chat is always right. Okay, great card. This was not significant to be this is a very, very small super chat. It's less than $1. I'm surprised they even let you. I thought like the minimum was like $1. Somehow you scammed the super chat system. And we have another dono to Pedgeman. Okay, it's dono time. So first dibs on the Real Maxim. What is your card, the Real Maxim? We have Real Maxim, then Anna, and then I guess Pedgeman gets 2 more freaking cards from specifically Nola and Winter Fox. It's crazy. And then we have a bunch of extra super chats for anyone that wants freebies. I think YouTube has weird ideas how much ARS is worth. Yeah. They're not keeping track of the exchange rate for one reason or another. The Real Maxim, what's your card? If you don't have it, Anna, give me a card. I'll look at yours, Anna. Okay, we got the Real Maxims here! Coming in big with Feign Life Holder. What is this? Feign Life Holder. Take a look at... Let's take a look one with the picture. We'll look at the Soul Burner Imp. Is there a picture here or is it just bugged? The picture, oh no, it's transparent. Okay, I thought it was a pink. Got confused here for a second. And by the way, that is on the bingo. We did a dono for chat. Oh, not only that, that is a bingo. That is a bingo. That's gonna be another freebie. Where that freebie goes, nobody knows. Yeah, let's take a look at that. Yeah, that was a dono to chat. Okay, Soul Burner at 3 mana, 2/1 Imp Shaman. Backup of 1. When the creature enters, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. If that's another creature, it gains the following ability until end of turn. Haste, Double Strike, Trample, and at the beginning of each end step, sacrifice this creature. No! Hold on, does this creature have that? At the beginning of each end step, sack this creature. So it's a means of... It's like a slow Teamer Battle... No, not even Teamer Battle Rage. It's like Monstrous Rage. Slow Monstrous. It's a 3 mana sorcery Monstrous Rage. You can back up onto their creatures too. No, yeah, that's the idea. I assume that's like the default thing you want to do with this card. Probably put out like a really big creature. I was about to say Fury, not Fury. Fury's not a good one because it already has Double Strike. Something that's like a random 5/5 or a 6/6. Then all of a sudden you like boost this thing up and then smack them. It's very flexible and it's fair. They're gonna lose the creature. Also, it's super fair. Like they're gonna see the creature, they can just destroy it if they have the removal up. Otherwise, they're gonna be sleeping with the fishes. Soul Burner Imp, burn their soul. Can be a removal spell. Could be a berserk effect. Can it be a removal spell? Oh, you hit their creatures. On target creature. It's a 3 mana. Wow, I didn't even see that. Okay, that actually. This card. It's way stronger than I thought it was. This would see immediate competitive play. It's a 3 mana Chalupa Cabra, basically. It's still going Dinglebag. Oh man. I can't get away from it. Look at the super chats. The super chats. They go on for years. Okay, next up. Anyway, it's a fascinating card. I hope it's not broken. Honestly, this feels like the type, like it's like Monstrous Rage. It like looks sort of fair, but then when you play with it, it's probably going to get banned. But you know, it's like it's a commander card. That's totally fine for commander. All right, next up, we've got... let's get Anna's card. Anna, did you make a mention of a card? Where's your thing? You got the power / I love the sound of this. Power nap. It sounds very funny. It sounds fun. How do I... Okay, I figured it out. Power! 2 mana instant. Double the power of target creature until end of turn. Totally fine. Totally fine and fair. But then we've got Nap! For 2 mana. Instant. Tap up to 1 target creature and put a stun counter on it. This is great! And of course it has Fuse. Fuse at the bottom here. You may cast one or both sides of the card from your hand. So this is great in a red deck. And this would definitely see play. Because this is like Team or Battle Rage. And a lot of the cards these days, they basically have evasion. Like Slick Shot Show Off. Like, what's up with that card? That card's on absolute crack. Yeah, we're in the dono territory. So anyway, yeah, doubling the power of target creature until end of turn. That's simple. A lot of creatures already have invasion, but just in case they're in our way, we're gonna tap up. We're gonna tap that creature and put a stun counter on it. I would hate to play against this card. Does Vivi need it? I mean, it's probably a combo. It's probably a combo. Cool card. It's very nice. Very, very nice card. Okay, everything is all good. Next. Okay, next. Okay, next is a Pedgeman card. Donos for 2 cards, but 1 needs to go to Pedgeman, apparently. All right, Pedgeman, what do you got? I've got Hecatia. Ubiquitous God? Ubiquitous God. Ooh. We got another waifu card. This is a 4-mana, 2/4 God. Not indestructible. Could end up completely losing the game to that other card. What was that card? It was like destroy target, destroy a god. And if the god dies, you win the game. I gotta find out what the name of that stupid thing was. Okay, we have a 4-mana 2/4. Okay, it can't attack or block. You're useless! When Acacia becomes tapped during your turn, untap her and put a +1/+1 counter on her. This ability only triggers twice each turn. I can only think of doing that with like Springleaf Drum. And then remove 10 counters among permanents you control. Acacia phases out. Why? I don't get this card. This is definitely a build-around card. I don't know what it's building towards. I have no idea how this card works. Someone explain this to me. Like, what's the point? She crews stations. Okay. For those decks, it's like one of those cards. Yeah, you don't get it, and then when you see it in the right deck, it makes perfect sense at that point. Perfect sense. Okay, so it's good for the vehicle crowd out there. All right, 1 donation. Is there anyone who did not get a card? We're gonna give cards to people who have not got any card. A lot of people got card. A lot of you donated, and that's all fine and good. I appreciate it, but we're probably gonna try to get some people who have never got any cards in the chat. And it says, I was surprised to find that in Magic there is not cards simply named Power or Nap. There's not a single card named Power. Power. I understand no Nap. Solfim wants a card. Okay, you get the second half of that super chat. What is it? Orcesses? I can't spell this damn thing. Whoa! Okay, wait, it's 4 mana for a 0/6 Skeleton Cleric. Not common. The Skeleton Lord. Worshippers you control have Indestructible and Shroud. I assume we're going to make Worshipper creatures. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, create a 0/1 colorless Worshipper creature token with this creature can't attack or block. You're useless, but they're indestructible and they have Shroud. At the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, you may sacrifice any number of Worshippers. If you do, search your library for a non-land card with a mana value that's equal to less than half the number of Worshippers sacrificed this way and exile them, then shuffle. You may cast the exiled card without paying its mana cost. I think this card is... Okay, here's the thing that irks me. The worshippers you control have Indestructible and Shroud. You don't need that. Okay. I understand you want to keep your creatures around long enough that you get the card to do its thing, but it's gonna do its thing, okay? In a commander game, at each player's upkeep, you're gonna make 3 anyway, and they're probably not gonna die. So, like, the card is fine by itself, but I think it would be a lot better if you did not make your cards like, oh, you can't destroy my stuff. I guess you can destroy the Orchisses, the Saint of the Prayer. Real Maxim says, I'm going to try to make it to more custom card streams from here on out. I feel like you're here half the time anyway, which is basically once a month. Okay, we've got... I'll say that's a pass. Okay, next, we've got... okay, Winter Fox has given a donation, and that donation will go to Kiroki. Just put a card in. Dedru. Yeah, I like seeing some new participation. Oh, you didn't... I guess you didn't name it? Where's Dedru? Did you post it in the custom card stream? I don't see it here. It does not exist. Kikru. I just put a card in. I'm here. The last thing submitted was Madra's card. Someone coming out of a suitcase. Oh, here it is. Oh, I understand that you just posted it. I couldn't read it. I appreciate if you just wrote the name with it as well. You don't know. You already got a card. You get 2 max. There's a 2-card limit for a reason. Somehow Pedgeman is like breaking the rule. Pedgeman, okay, this will be the last time it breaks the rule for Pedgeman. Then any super chats to Pedgeman beyond 2 are null and void. Okay, Dedru is a 4-mana 3/3 zombie. Tap. This card does everything. Tap, sack a creature. Each opponent creates a token that is a copy of this sacked creature, except it's a zombie in addition to its other types. Oh, is this like is this a situation where like we're donating something bad? Creatures created this way are goaded for as long as Dedru is in play. And also pay 3 life, regenerate another target zombie. I assume that you don't control. I assume you don't control. For all creation, inspiration must come from somewhere. I think this Cybers. I think this is a very good idea. I just don't know. I just don't understand the intention of this. Regenerate another target zombie. I'm assuming it's zombies you control. So basically, you sack some sort of creature, give it something bad, something they don't want, and they're gonna get it. Sack Flage. Oh no! Oh, not Flage. Phage. Would that work? It would work actually. Phage. Hold on. How does that? Okay, hold on. Whoa. Does that work? So if we this is like the ultimate Phage combo, right? Because you Phage enters the battlefield. Phage is gonna have a trigger, but with the trigger on the stack, you tap the Dedru, sack Phage. Everyone else gets a copy of Phage, and those will resolve first, and then they die. Oh, you want to keep? No, you want to combo with Phage. This is a Phage card. Finally, Phage is a real deck. No, I'm not nullifying the donations. They're gonna go to other people. Toilet Duck. No, sorry, I misspoke. That like there's still gonna be donos, but there's a 2-card limit to everybody. Weren't you the cause of Nikachu raising the prices too? No. The people who donated 5 cards at once, they're you could say they're the ones that are the main. Or the people who dragged the show on to like 3 hours. I think the longest show was like 3 hours and something. Maybe some historians of the show could let us know. Anyway, I think this is a sweet. I think this is a sweet card. Kill someone with Phage. This is like the first Phage combo card. Next we've got another. Okay, who else wants a dono? Yeah, the Nikachu archivists. I saw some suggestions earlier. Let's see. I got the Dedru one. Is there one other person back here? Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, here's Zach. How many cards did you get, Benovsky? You got at least 1. I don't know if you got 2 though. Zach Magnus with Harmonic Disruption. Man, I'm running out of super chats today. Ooh, quadruple blue. Instant. The spell costs blue less to cast for each color of mana spent to cast target spell. Huh? Oh, so if it's like a 5-mana card, it could be nothing? So it's just super punishing. Counter your Sliver Queen. Counter your Sliver anything. Spell costs blue. So yeah, it could be free. It's fascinating. It sucks. This is a fascinating design. Really good sideboard card. Is it main deckable? Most cards are like, so it's like a cancel for the 2-mana cards for the most part. You got 1? Okay, you can have a donation. Yeah, take that, Atraxa. Well, Atraxa would cost 1 mana, I guess. Oh no! No, actually, sorry. So it costs 1 less for each color. So it's 3 mana. So it's 4 mana for a colorless card. I forgot. I thought it was 5 blue. So it's 4 mana for colorless, 3 mana for a 1 color card. It's 2 mana for a 2 color card, and it's 1 mana for a 3 color card, and then it's free beyond that. Oh yeah, Pegman's still gonna get your dono. I didn't make any rules, so you gotta keep an eye on chat to see how many times people have donated cards to Pegman. Oh yeah, we're gonna have a few bingo extras. Okay, Kano loves it. I love it. We all love it. I'm a blue player, so I love it extra. I love it more than most people. Okay, so Nola's Pegman dono. Oh my goodness. Where are you, Pegman? Where's your 3rd Pegman card? To be honest, Pegman has gotten less cards than most people in the history of the custom card universe. Mordred, Knight of Treachery. We've got Death Touch and Vigilance. Death Touch, so hold on. Mordred, Knight of Treachery, a 4 mana 3/5. Death Touch, Vigilance, ward sack a random permanent you own. Sorry, you control. Noble Phantasm, so you can play the back card. You can play the card on the back by discarding a card and paying its costs. Whenever Mordred deals damage, you lose that much life, then draw a card. Fascinating. So it's like some sort of weird dark confidant. No, it's like actually it's a really ugly Phyrexian Arena. Then we have Clarent Blood Arthur. Better gain us life. It's a 2 mana double X. The spell costs 1 less to cast for each life you lost this turn. Clarent Blood Arthur deals X damage to up to X targets. I have no idea how strong that is. I would say this first half is backbreaking. It's got no life gain. If you have no life gain, you're gonna lose a lot of life. 3 life to draw 1 card is a very bad rate. It's terrible, in fact. I guess you have to. So I guess you have to combine this with Shield Dread, for the most part. Bingo, custom ward cost. Sacrifice a random permanent you control. Where? Which bingo? New creature type, creature lord, with like new mechanic. Learn grammar, super specific, 10 plus CMC. Did we not get a 10 plus CMC card today? Maybe with the cards, maybe we took up the card slot. But you can't reduce the X cost? You can reduce it by half or something. Oh, it might be on the sheet, but it might have already been taken. Bingo, new creature type servant. I think we have, oh, creature type. Whoa, that was in blue. I needed to do it in red. And with that, we have yet another bingo. We're bingoing it up today. That's what happens when the stream is like 3 hours long. Or close to 3 hours long. Okay, I want to think too hard about this. A very, very painful Phyrexian Arena on the front. A very convoluted card on the back. Okay. Anna wants another card. You know what? The real Maxim you could. So these two are here, and is there anyone who didn't get a card at all? Bingo. The other side is a Noble Phantasm. Yep, we see it. Noble Phantasm. Too much X. Maybe not too much. It's an X that's very hard to calculate. Okay, Argentina wants a second card. Svelunite? Svelunite. I'm just gonna look up Svelunite. There we go. Oh, this card's cute. Pick me for Creature Lord, please, bingo. Okay, we have a double blue 2/2 Merfolk Noble. So part of the royalty. This is like the Little Mermaid. Other Merfolk creatures you control get +1/+1. Oh, you deserve a super chat sound effect. Reveal this card from your hand. A counter target black spell or ability that targets you. Plays ability only if you control 0 or 1 land. Oh, you're doing this to like counter Thoughtseize and Inquisition of Kozilek or stuff like that? Or even, what's it called? Grief? Other merfolk creatures you control get +1/+1. Okay, you do get the bingo. Yeah, we got Creature Lord. Oops. Boop. Super specific? No, I mean, it's not that super specific. There's it's basically counter target something that like targets you. Counter target thing that makes you discard a card. I just like the arts and wanted to make a Mordred because Mordred is cool. Ghibli mermaid. This Kono's like seems very personal. Someone got hit by Thoughtseize or grief or Inquisition of Kozilek or duress. Maybe one too many times. Okay, very legal card. I don't think it's particularly broken. It's just going to be subtly annoying for those other players. Okay, we've got... That is one of the bingos. Okay, we're going to give... I would love to give another bingo... Sorry, another card to the real Maxim, and... We're not done yet. This is the first time, like, this music went off twice. Okay, Anna and the real Maxim have been here right to the end. I'd love to give them another card. Did you just post something by any chance? Maybe not. Feign Lifeholder. Oh, you want to see the one with no art? No picture. That's totally fine. 4 mana, 3/3, Giant Monk. First strike, Vigilance. It's for Azorius. Tap. Put a shield counter on target creature. If you don't control it, you gain 2 life and scry 2 the next time it loses a shield counter this turn. This engine, so we can protect our opponent's creatures, and we benefit from it somehow. 4 mana, tap, destroy target tapped creature. If you control that creature, draw 2 cards. And each opponent loses 2 life. 4 mana, tap, destroy target tapped creature. If you control that creature. Ah, I see. This is totally fine. You basically you're turning your own creatures into a resource around here. What's interesting is you can put a shield counter on your creature. For shield counter on target creature, if you don't control it, you gain 2 life and scry 2. Oh no, sorry. In this case, you want that's backbreaking actually. For shield counter on target creature, if you don't control it, because usually, oh sorry, yeah, shield and I got shield and stun mixed up. Yeah, shield. Yeah, putting a shield counter on your opponent's creature, you don't want to do that. That's why we're getting a benefit out of this. And blowing up our own creature for food works. We need a blank artwork bingo space. I don't know if how often I want to promote people not putting any artwork in it. Super EDH card. This was based on my current D&D character. Ah, D&D fan are we? Are you a player or are you... I don't know that much about D&D, so I'm probably going to show my noobness, but someone needs to be like the dungeon master? I can't remember what it's called. Someone needs to run the damn thing. And it needs to be a very specific type of person because you basically don't get to play for like months. I hear these D&D games that can go on for forever. The DM, the dungeon master. She's a healer that kills those who are too far gone. She gives everyone equal treatment. Out of curiosity, does anyone know is D&D bigger than Magic? How many people play D&D? What is the player base? Ranging from 50 to over 100 million players. Oh, it's got Magic wiped out. Oh man, if only Wizards could figure out how to monetize them, which they tried and they failed miserably. Yeah, in influence, not in sales. Yeah, the greatest thing they invented that they couldn't make any money off of. Too bad for them. Anna, thanks so much for being here all the way to the end. Great Desert Prospector. Great the Desert. I get it? I got it. Very lovely. It's a 5 mana 2/3 human artificer. When this creature enters, create a tapped food token for each other creature you control. It's, you're a food player, are you? Sure. Okay, I have nothing against this. Go make food. Hello, delicious. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. And just create a tap food token for each other creature. Oh, I thought I misread this, and actually, you're making food out of the creatures. Like the creatures become the food. Neutrally biased. D&D is very popular as a concept, but try to keep a party versus having a bunch of house decks of Magic. It's a different world, you know? It's just a different world. Okay, this is the real end. I swear. It went off 3 times in one day. That's got to be a record in itself. We basically hit 3 hours. Well, we do these shows 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. You never know what's going to happen on the custom card stream shows. That's why you got to be here every second Wednesday. Thanks to everyone who supports the show. If you're a patron on Patreon, a member on YouTube, use Superchat to be part of the show, or even Superchat so other people like Pedgeman get to be part of the show. Because there's like a bingo card. What was the bingo card tally in the end? Hold on, let's see this. We got a bingo card. Oops, I'm not doing this properly. This was our bingo today. We got 2 solid bingos. Sometimes you get bingo, sometimes you get nothing. We gotta appreciate when we get stuff. And of course, we gotta thank everyone for being here today. People like Dominic, Pedgeman, Bell, Steve Cooper, Majra, Solfim, Surefire Selves, DDD, Wheel Lord Magicus here at the end. Argentina, Kano, Mappius, The Real Maxim, Anna. I think I got you the damn draws. Dominic, Rodden, probably some people at the back here. Corbinek, Naturally Blessed, Toilet Duck, Zach, and probably a bunch of people that left in the middle. You're all great. So as usual, my coffee crew, keep brewing those coffees, and we're going to keep brewing up the magic. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you at the next cup.